Miami, the Heat, and the Panthers too. We rapping for the Marlins, the Dolphins, that's how we do. We rapping for the Crips, so it's always about the you. Hey Jimmy, please get a bell on the phone and tell him that it's on. I finally got his name on the song. Can't do it wrong, cause it sounds so sweet. You speak the fast while I keep the crowd on their feet. Football season be the reason that I be bringing this heat. Georgia music representing 104.3. Hey,
holy mackerel. If anyone is watching some World Cup soccer this afternoon, Argentina and Egypt. Egypt up 2-0 in what minute? It had to be after the 60th minute because DJ, my son, texted me that he bet Argentina down 2-0 in the 60th minute. I saw Messi. I'm at the studios, and I was with our general manager, Claudia, and I was sitting in her office. We were watching the match, and I saw Messi score the equalizer. So it was 2-2, and now in stoppage time, they're in the 100th minute. So stoppage time really should be over at some point because there were 7 minutes added. Argentina's up 3-2. They were down 2-0. They are up 3-2.
This is some fun soccer.
This is fun.
I don't know if it's fun soccer, but I enjoy watching this stuff.
Oh, how is this not fun? I mean, to be down 2-0, I'm assuming they were huge favorites coming into this game.
Massive favorites. And it's not disrespect to Egypt. Like
it's Argentina.
This would have been one of the biggest upsets probably in World Cup history. And they're up 2-0.
They had it.
Romero scored the first goal for Argentina in the 79th minute. So through 78 minutes, Egypt was controlling this game up 2-0. That goal by Mustafa Zico that put him up 2-0, there it is, it's over, was a golazo, and Argentina is going to move on.
Shouldn't they have parked the food truck when they're up 2-0?
That's what led to their demise, no joke. Like, they were coming out, they were attacking, they were pressing, and the second they go up 2-0, they kind of make some subs, they push themselves back to hold on to a 2-0 lead, and now you're giving Argentina all the space in the world to just have this relentless attack into the box, and they're too talented to allow them to do that.
You almost have to stay on the aggressive.
You have to.
It doesn't mean, and you see it in football all the time, right? We always talk about it. Someone goes into a prevent defense.
Right.
They always say, what? Prevent defense just prevents you from winning.
Prevents you from winning.
Like, I mean, that you're giving a team a lot of opportunities to be aggressive, and Egypt coughs up
crazy.
Like Solana just said, possibly one of the biggest upsets in World Cup history. And this is, by the way, equivalent, I'm guessing, to that Patriots Super Bowl, but the entire comeback only happening in the fourth quarter.
Right.
Because if this started in the 79th minute, like, it was over.
It was the fourth quarter.
It was over.
It was the fourth quarter.
That is crazy.
Yeah.
Insane. This is fun.
Now, let us turn our attention to last night. I didn't know if I was watching USA or Uruguay.
That's cute.
Do we have a rim shot? I have a couple of these to get off. We have any kind of rim shot sound effect? Hold on. I'm going to try this again.
You're going to say Uruguay one again?
Well, I'm going to do all my lines again.
Like
I think it's going to be.
Line them up, because I lost money on everybody.
Right. Yeah. We have a rim shot, Jimmy? All right. I didn't know last night if I was watching USA or Uruguay.
Cute.
I think the USA could have won if they added 3 days of stoppage time. I want to nominate Christian Pulisic for the FIFA Peace Prize. Piece of garbage. All right, that's all I got. Thank you. I wrote those down this morning. I workshopped them on Witty and Appel last night.
We're good. That was embarrassing.
That was embarrassing.
Yeah.
I had hood guys. I had homeboys watching that game and that texting me like, bro, why you texting me about this damn game? I said, my bad, big homie.
I think there are plenty of USA fans who really last night was their first exposure.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't watch any of the group stage and maybe didn't watch the first match. And now everyone's talking about last night. And so it's like Monday night, you're sitting down with your family, and it was embarrassing Embarrassing.
Is it? But Solana, and you're our soccer expert on this show. I heard you on with Joe earlier. They are just better players. Like all I saw, my infant mind of soccer, they are more talented. They are more precise with their passes. They are more precise with their shots. They are just better players than we have. It's no coaching. It's nothing like that. Their passes were always on point, and we kicked the ball over everybody's head.
Right, but yesterday the U.S., it wasn't just that Belgium had more quality on the pitch. Yesterday the U.S. looked like an AYSO team playing U12.
Right.
That
why?
The talent gap is not that
Why
large.
did they look that bad last night?
I don't know if the moment was too big for them, and I'm talking about the stars, the best players: Christian Pulisic, Sergino Dest, Weston McKennie, even Flo Balogun yesterday. I don't know if the entire the red card being rescinded maybe led to some mixed emotions going into the game, or I don't know. I don't know how that impacted them internally. But what you saw yesterday was a USA team that up until that point proved that they were ready for that moment, a rematch against Belgium in the exact same round where they should have won in 2014. And Chris Wondolowski had one of the worst misses in American sports history in stoppage time that would have won them the game and put them into the quarterfinal. They could have shook those demons, and instead, what you got was a team that once again proved they didn't belong on that stage. And I expected not necessarily a win, but a team that looked like they belonged. And it's not even like Belgium necessarily is the best team at this tournament, but they looked like the best team at this tournament, and the U.S. looked like one of the worst teams to advance out of the group stage yesterday.
And Solana, just let me know what Matt Freese was supposed to do, because I know it's not what he was supposed to do when he ran out there with that goofball stuff.
No, yeah, he's supposed to give it to the other team. That's exactly.
I mean that honestly looked like amateur hour. That was amateur hour, and I mean I don't know why he pulled back the kick. He obviously felt something behind him, but if you're feeling something behind you, to me, that's more reason to get the ball out of there.
Hesitated, and what's surprising there is he did everything perfect until that point. He was up on his line properly.
In the first 90 seconds of the match was a great save.
Yeah, well, I think the second goal was his fault too. Nobody's really talking about it, but I'm talking about on that specific play where he leaves his box, he intercepts a pass, he approached it perfectly, played it with his chest perfectly, he passes the defender, like he does everything perfect, and then it's almost like he froze and didn't know what to do. And any goalkeeper, I know we joke about me being a fourth team all day, but no joke, I played goalie my entire life. Basics, fundamental goalkeeping.
Get rid of it.
The second you control it, you're putting that ball into the 35th row on the other side of the stadium.
Right.
Don't even,
if you have any concerns, of someone being near you, around you, not knowing where anyone is, just launch it.
Especially in that moment.
Isn't that like a quarterback just getting rid of the ball?
You get rid of it. You don't mess with it. You don't even consider the possibility of you turning it over because it's fine. You just get rid of that play, and that dangerous opportunity goes away in an instant. And it looked like he tried to stop the ball once he got by the Belgian player and then was going to make a decision, second-guessed himself, and he froze, and then he just whiffed on the ball because he got nervous, which, again, that is like rudimentary stuff. Yeah. He looked like a goalkeeper that should not have been in that position in that play. Should not have been on the field for that play.
If I could tell that wasn't what it's supposed to look like, it's obvious that he messed up pretty bad.
Embarrassing, man. Embarrassing. To lose like that, because even in that second half, they make the sub, Sergino Dest comes on, and they put in Gio Reyna. The first, I want to say, 8 to 10 minutes of that second half, I'm not saying the U.S. was dominant by any stretch of the means, but they looked like a team that was going to have a chance to equalize. They looked like a team that was pressing forward again, and that was getting back to their identity a little bit with just more presence in the midfield with Gio Reyna. And then Christian Pulisic kicks the opposing player. He's out with an injury. And while your goalkeeper is just giving away a goal, your substitutes, and I don't mean this to demean the U.S., but your substitutes to change the course of the game down 2 goals with 30 minutes left to go are Berhalter and Lukaku is coming in for Belgium. Like, it's just,
there's a talent gap there.
It's a different.
There's a talent gap.
It's totally,
but like
totally
you said, even with the talent gap, USA looked like a team that we did not see this entire tournament
At all.
No.
So,
At all.
The moment was too big. Was the moment too big?
Yeah. It's hard to
Pochettino didn't have him ready. Your thoughts? 305-776. What's our number?
Hey man, I like Lukaku, whatever his name is. He
Lukaku.
came in there balling.
He did
Yeah,
come in
you
there
can't argue that the moment wasn't too big for them because look how they played. Like they just played absolutely awful.
For those of you watching on the YouTube stream who think I'm wearing a Cinnabon shirt, I'm not.
Cinnabon.
A Cinnabon shirt. Solana gave me that a few months ago, and I forgot I had it. And then I saw it in the closet today, and I was like, I bet we get a Braun decision today. I'm going to wear my Cinnabon shirt.
No,
there you go.
He's gonna wait. He's gonna wait. I was watching ESPN today.
Cinnabon.
Tomorrow is the 16-year anniversary of the decision.
No.
Why no?
It doesn't feel like it could be 16 years.
2010, and this is 2026.
16 years have passed since the decision?
Seems like yesterday.
Tell you what, man. Jim Gray is rolling over in his grave.
Has he left us?
No, he's
Jim
still
is alive.
Yeah.
He's rolling over in his bed.
That's the bar he hangs out at, the grave.
And he has a bed at the grave?
Giannis is wearing number 7, not number 34. He's wearing number 7.
Yeah.
The Marlins are a wild card team at this very moment. That's crazy.
Well, it should be.
No, they should not be.
Yes, they should.
The Marlins
No.
going into this season, you expected them to be a playoff team?
No, I didn't. I'm saying the roster and things that they have, you expect them to be a playoff team, but yeah, they have what's the third lowest roster?
But that's
in
the
the
thing.
league?
I don't expect them to be a roster. I don't expect them with this roster to be a playoff team.
Yeah.
Do you see players on some of the other rosters compared to our roster?
And y'all want to question Clayton McCullough for pulling out Yuri. Seems like he's doing something right.
They were running away with that win, and it ended up being a 1-run victory. They had an 8-run lead. So I still just because you won doesn't mean you made the right decision. He turned an 8-run lead into a 1-run win by the end of it. So you can try that all you want. That's one of the worst decisions in managerial history.
A 1 early July win is what it is in the big picture.
Right, which is why you should go for the perfect game.
No, but now it's in the past. It wasn't a good decision, but they are above 500 and they are playing well.
I feel like I've got him staggered in the first round.
He doesn't even know.
I don't think he knows which corner to go to.
He's Egypt in the last 10 minutes of that game.
I love Clayton McCullough.
Let's get headlines here. Headlines are brought to you by Doral Kia. In Miami at a Domino's game, you'll find your abuelito. And when you want a low price, you save with your Pricito. Save now with your Pricito at Doral Kia.
So there is another World Cup game coming up a little bit later today. Jimmy's rocking his Colombia jersey. Jimmy just picks everybody. Like that's his fandom.
I'm down with that. I'm okay with that. He's a
I
fan of
hate it.
sports. He's a fan of sports.
I have a variety.
Yeah. Last night after the loss, he's like, let's go Spain.
Right, but like immediately
That
the
was
U.S.
it. Yeah,
loses,
that's right.
and now he's like, let's go Spain.
Yeah, that's right.
Even
So
though the
you're-
day Spain and Portugal played, he was wearing a Portugal jersey.
Listen, he goes with
No,
the
I
moment.
did not. I wore a Spain jersey.
Yeah. Yeah.
You say you're a righty?
Me?
Who?
What did you just say? I'm a what? I'm a righty?
No, I think he said he has a variety.
A variety of fandom.
Yeah.
Yes.
Man, I don't like that.
I do as well.
Do you?
Root for the Heat, root for the Bulls,
Yeah.
root for the Bears, root for the Dolphins, root for the Hurricanes.
Bournemouth.
Bournemouth, AFC Bournemouth, I'm a big Bournemouth guy.
I think Bournemouth signed a Uruguayan.
They
yesterday.
did.
Yeah, I'm excited about
Did.
that.
Let's go. La Celeste.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So today at 4, it's during our show, by the way,
Yeah.
Colombia versus Switzerland. The winner plays
And you know I'm
Argentina.
rooting for Switzerland.
Of course, you were just there.
I was just there. In fact, I brought you guys some Swiss treats.
Oh, look at that.
This is Gruyere cheese.
What is it?
Gru Ray.
Why your mouth do that in the middle?
You've never heard of the Gru Ray region of Switzerland?
It's cheese in a box.
Yeah, it's cheese in a box. Yeah, you've nailed it. And then from Italy, I got you guys some Italian cookies.
Ooh, that looks good, man.
Nah, that does look good.
Yeah.
Jimmy, which one are you going to try? The crackers or the cookies, or a little bit of each?
I think I'm gonna try the cheese.
All right. It's a cracker. I don't want. It's Crowder decided it was a box of cheese. I don't want you to be disappointed when it's a box of crackers. But
Save
fine.
me a cookie.
Right.
I want a Grisby.
all right, one Grisby is yours.
Oh, that's pistachio filling?
Yeah.
Oh, that's got to be a banger.
Yeah.
It's got to be a banger.
They know how to do it in Italy.
Yeah. That's real Italian, too. Pistachio cookie. Thanks, Hawk.
Anytime.
Yeah. Appreciate
Nothing but the best at what the airport has to offer.
Can't go wrong with that.
Was going to bring you a Toblerone.
that. Those Toblerones are hard, man. Like biting into them.
They're good though.
No, they're
Oh,
good, but it's a big
Oh.
bite.
You got that at the duty-free store?
Yeah, of course.
Come on, man.
What do you want me to do? Lug a box of crackers around Switzerland?
Come on, man. That's so tourist to go to the duty-free store.
Well, less touristy than lugging some crackers and cookies across Europe.
I want you to bring a fresh cannoli in your bag.
David had his last fresh cannoli last night. There was a couple left in the fridge.
Do those travel well? Cannolis?
I mean, we had him in the fridge and then he would thaw it out overnight and whatever. But no, it's not like getting it at the place that had the pack of cigarettes behind the glass. But can only do what you can do.
Yes.
The Marlins, as Hawk mentioned, do play the Mariners tonight. They open up a 6-game homestand prior to the Major League Baseball All-Star Weekend or All-Star Break. I don't think they play on a weekend. Switzerland, Colombia is coming up at 4 p.m. No real big news on the LeBron front. Yesterday was interesting. I know we'll get to it coming up in a few minutes here with Ira, but very interesting that the Heat announced they're selling those number 34 Giannis Antetokounmpo jerseys. People go to the arena and buy them online. And then,
well, one thing if you buy them online, because that's no big deal.
Right.
People who went to the Kaseya Center or one of the team stores because they had them. The Heat, I was going to ask this of Ira. The Heat never make a misstep like that.
right.
Never. The Heat are the most buttoned up organization in town. They never make that misstep. And I don't know. My assumption is Giannis said, yeah, I'm wearing 34. Gets on the live stream yesterday. And who's that guy? Neo? Neo says, hey, would you consider changing your number and listen to this new song that I wrote? And so, and Giannis, I think off the cuff was like, yeah, I would consider a new number. And they go, because did you see it? And they're like, how about 7? He's like, yeah, 7. That sounds good. And I think he's like, okay. And then the Heat were like, well, oh, okay. He's number 7 now. Isn't that Goran's number?
It was Goran's number. And Kyle Lowry, who announced his retirement today, and Lamar Odom.
I mean, I don't think you can give him Goran's number.
Yes, you can. That's not that crazy.
Goran did his job as a member of the culture, to Heat culture, that is, Crowder, to campaign for Giannis to come to Miami.
He did.
He did.
Why did you have to clarify the culture?
Yeah, well, I don't know if Goran's invited to the cookout or not. And I know I'm not, so I don't want to speak on behalf of that culture.
Listen, Goran
You're
doesn't
not-
mind showing up anywhere he's not invited because he's been to about 87 Heat games in the last 2 seasons, and they obviously don't want him around.
You're not invited, Solana. Goran can come if he wears that big-ass knee brace.
Or he takes 7 suits for the price of 2 suits.
I have 46 suits for the price of half a pant.
Yeah, Goran has a podcast now, Gogi's Garage.
Yeah.
And he had Giannis on. I think it was the first guest. And he was telling him how great Miami is. You got to think about his knees long term. How the weather here is good for his
Well,
knees.
it's another one for the narrative. It was Wade who brought LeBron here.
Right.
And was Goran who brought Giannis. I mean, this Riley's walking around like Weekend at Bernie's.
Can't catch a break, man. All right, you're whether Riley haters are going to use that too, 100%. Like genuinely,
Well, you're the one who brought it up. I had no idea until you mentioned it.
Your weather in South Florida right now, it is 92 degrees and it is hot. Tonight the lows will be in the 70s. This weather report is brought to you by Tornado Roofing and Contracting, helping homeowners stay safe this storm season. Visit tornadoroofing.com for a free roof and window estimate.
Somebody puts on the chat, we getting DeMar or Beal? Who do you guys want? Well, we all want Beal. All right, Ira Winderman is going to join us in the next segment. We can't wait for Bradley Beal. Ira Winderman is going to join us in the next segment, and we'll talk some Heat. Ask him if DeMar DeRozan or Bradley Beal is someone who may be wearing a Heat uniform come the season. All right, don't go anywhere. Ira Winderman from the Sun Sentinel is next.
I want Beal. But if your garage door is outdated, damaged, or not hurricane ready, don't wait, guys. Called Allied Doors. We're in hurricane season. You have to upgrade and protect your home with Allied Doors. Serving South Florida since 1966. That's 60 years of trusted family-owned service. Don't wait. Don't be if it's you, you don't know the neighbor I'm talking about. If it's your neighbor, you know that neighbor I'm talking about. You have a beautiful home, well-kept yard, and the garage doors are terrible. Don't be that neighbor, or tell your other neighbors. Tell them, call Allied Doors. We're going to watch out for you. Huge in-stock inventory, same-day service, custom impact-rated doors that are built to protect and upgrade your home fast. And the LiftMaster openers, I always thought that all the garage doors took a minute to open, slow and loud with all the noise. Listen, these LiftMasters are quiet. They're efficient. They are built to perform. You got to check out Allied Doors. Our personal home that we live in with our kids, Allied Doors has been here. My wife's investment properties, we call Allied Doors. You should call them today. 954-942-8550. That's 954-942-8550, or visit allied-doors.com. Mention this ad, and we're going to give you $300 off the upgrade and the protection of your home. So you got to call Allied Doors today. Don't wait. Call Allied Doors right now, 954-942-8550.
You're listening to the Hawk, Crowder, and Solana Show.
Ooh, he kicked the hell out that one. Goal!
Coming you.
Yeah, Jimmy. That's how you do it. By the way, before we talk hoops here with Ira Winderman, the soccer tournament, and what an unbelievable Argentina comeback over Egypt. But the soccer tournament is here. We're giving away a soccer swag bundle valued at around $300 from Sinbad Sports in the Coral Ridge Mall in Fort Lauderdale. And if you want to win the soccer swag bundle, text the word Jersey, Jersey. Text Jersey to 20357. That's 20357. If you want more info, go to WQAM.com. It's a text contest. Message and data rates may apply. Do not text and drive. And if you text the word Jersey to 20357, you might win, courtesy of Sinbad Sports in the Coral Ridge Mall in Fort Lauderdale. Ira Winderman is on the Toyota of Hollywood hotline. He has covered the Miami Heat for almost 4 decades. 4 decades, longer than you've been alive, Solana. He is.
Yeah, it's true.
He's heading to Vegas for Summer League tomorrow. Ira, you have packed your number 34 Giannis jerseys. I know you bought a few yesterday. And what else did you pack? Some sunscreen, and what do you bring? Like tens of thousands of dollars in cash?
You know, with my line of credit there in Vegas, I really don't need that. So I just show up. I get this thing that you common people don't know is called a marker, and I sort of just go from there. So exactly,
I've heard about it from Joey Porter, I believe. Joey Porter had a marker.
Yeah. 200 grand, Ira. Joey Porter had a $200,000 marker at the Palms.
And like Joey, I also have a lien on my house at the moment because of last summer's trip to Las Vegas.
I have a magic marker in case I need to highlight something. Ira, the misstep from the Heat yesterday, and I want to talk about Giannis, all this stuff. I just happen to find it fascinating that they're selling number 34 Giannis jerseys, and the Heat never make a mistake like that. They are the most buttoned up organization, certainly in South Florida, but I would say in the nation. They never air that way. And I'm curious what you think happened. Do you think Giannis told them that he's taking 34, ends up doing that live stream? They suggest, hey, what about changing your number? And he made like a momentary split decision and decided to go with number 7?
Yeah, I think they were totally caught off guard. I don't think there was any way they knew that was coming. I think just like all of us out there, it's, wait, what, really? And they, because you could see it, every marketing they did, it was with a number 34 jersey, and then they had a hustle. And you know what? It just shows the power the players have these days, because any lesser player would be, you're not taking Ryan Conwell's jersey. That kid's already wearing it in San Francisco in Summer League. It's just so different. And you know what? We talk about LeBron and all these guys, and they come in and people think that they're pushing it too much. The superstar in sports gets whatever he wants whenever he wants. And here's the crazy thing. If Giannis decides today, yeah, you know, I'm going to stay with 34, boom, they'll put him back on there. They'll undo him. They'll resell him, because when you're the superstar, you make the decisions. And that's what Giannis did. I do think it started on a whim. I think that he had absolutely no idea. I mean, think about this, guys. They knew for 2 weeks that Giannis Antetokounmpo was coming. And they went ahead and gave number 7, a sort of storied number in the franchise. Obviously, Goran Dragic, the great Kyle Lowry, the great Khalil Ware. And they went and gave it anyway to Ryan Conwell so they could have no idea whatsoever. And then I like what Ryan Conwell said after the game last night in San Francisco. It's like, well, did you sell him the number? Did you? Yeah, he's Giannis. He takes whatever he wants.
And Ira, to that point of us normal people, like that communication with Pat and Spo and, you know, all the people in the organization, when those guys come in, like we think everybody's sitting down in the room and deciding on everything. Is that realistic, or is it when they get in town and when they're face-to-face every day?
Oh, there is a ton of spontaneity. You know what? He'll even do their travel schedules. And before a trip, Giannis will go, yeah, 9 o'clock doesn't work for me. Let's make it 2:30. I got plans. My kid has to go to the dentist. And they change it. The superstar in basketball, maybe outside of Solana would know this, the superstar in soccer. I mean, Ronaldo gets whatever he wants. Messi gets whatever he wants. But I think even more than the quarterback in football, the superstar in basketball, because only 5 play at a time, gets whatever he wants. So you can say all you want. We have Heat structure. We have Heat rules. Look, what was the biggest story when LeBron left? They didn't let him have his damn chocolate chip cookies. Believe me, whatever, I know for a fact now, because I checked, the first Heat flight, for some reason, baklava for everyone. So believe me, he's taking care of everyone.
Ira, perhaps a trivial question because in the grand scheme, it doesn't matter. I think Wade and LeBron proved that this can be worked out. But when LeBron
Yes.
came here in 2010, the question was nationally, well, whose team does this belong to? Is it Dwayne Wade's team? Is it LeBron's team? And ultimately, I think LeBron James took that from Dwayne Wade, and Wade willingly gave that up. Whose team is this? Because Bam Adebayo is, the guy who carries the culture forward after Wade, and then UD handed him the torch. And Pat Riley has said time and time again he wants to build around Bam Adebayo. But Giannis Antetokounmpo, to your point, is the superstar. Does it matter whose team it is? And does Giannis want it to be his team?
Well, first, we know it's still Mario Chalmers' team, but we'll go on from there. But when you look at this team, Bam is the perfect guy to have here because he's been unassuming. He's let everyone else be the star. Boy wonder Tyler Hero, petulant Jimmy Butler. He just does his role. He does it well. He goes back, talks about his mom, Family Guy. It's the perfect guy to go from a number one to a number two. And guys, I got to be honest, Bam never was a number one. He was sort of foisted into that because of the Jimmy trouble and the trade they had made and other things that went sour. So, yeah, everyone knows this is Giannis's team. But like Giannis said in his farewell video, it's one thing to have been the guy in one place, but you still have to come in and reestablish. A lot of you know this with Bumpgate and LeBron, with Eric Spoelstra in Dallas and all he went through and the whole villain thing. This is something that Giannis never has had to sort of go through before. So it's going to be interesting to see how much he sees at the moment and how much he tries to be team player. The two differences here versus anywhere else. The legacy of Pat Riley. We saw that when Tim Hardaway showed up yesterday. And Eric Spoelstra's worldwide respect from the Olympic Games. Giannis has spent plenty of international time with Eric Spoelstra. So I think those two factors. Who's the man in Miami? Until he leaves, Pat Riley's the man. Who's the man on game day for the Heat? Until he's done, Eric Spoelstra's the man. It's a lot easier. When you have that at the top, you can make anything work except Jimmy Butler.
Now, when you add LeBron James into the mix, who's the man?
I think LeBron knows. This is, I was thinking about this Hawk last night and some of these cockamamie places LeBron might go to, Denver or Minnesota. And I keep thinking of things like Patrick Ewing in his Seattle Supersonics and Orlando Magic jersey. Robert Parrish playing for Charlotte and even Chicago.
Oh, I don't even remember him playing for Charlotte.
Yeah, he did. This has to make sense. If LeBron goes to Cleveland, it's a beautiful story. If he comes to Heat, it's a fascinating return. But anywhere else, it's like, what's he doing here? This makes no sense. If he comes to Miami, it'll be seamless. I kid about the chocolate chip cookies that Pat Riley took off the plane, but there's plenty to commiserate. There's plenty. They've been through the battles together. It makes sense. But if you're asking me, please don't aggregate. I know every writer says that these days. Cleveland makes too much sense. It's just, if you're going to go out and you're not going to do it just for the money, to me, that makes the most sense. And I really can't wait to see him fight with the ball with James Harden at the end of games. Because if you think he went crazy with J.R. Smith, when J.R. Smith dribbled out the ball in a loss in the finals, can you imagine putting up with playoff James Harden?
And do we need to add more? Because I use the analogy with bringing LeBron, like build the most beautiful home and he'll move in. Do we have to add more? Because if we add more, now we're taking money away from LeBron. Like, how do the Heat get LeBron James?
This whole thing about the Heat not having enough, and Solana knows this, he was around the Heat all last year. What about Andrew Wiggins? What about Davion Mitchell? Like, there's talent here also. Everyone is sort of saying they just have Giannis and Bam, but there are other players who contributed in a winning way on this roster, and they'll get a couple of other players. They have up to 2 spots left. To me, the most curious thing, again, I'm not thinking that LeBron comes here, but if he does, is the Bronny James factor. Because right now it looks like the Heat are only going to fill 2 roster spots to stay close enough to the hard cap that they can add a player in case of injury, emergency late in the season. So if LeBron is one and you have to trade for Bronny with the Lakers and the other, then you're done. Then Channing, we can sit here and say, is this enough? But they can get one more piece, whether it's a Bradley Beal, like you mentioned, and a resurrection. I happen to like DeMar DeRozan because I know he'll give you clutch baskets, because the one thing this team doesn't have right now is a shot creator. Matter of fact, I'll throw it around the horn with you 3 guys and ask you this. Tie game, 5 seconds to go, Heat out of timeouts, inbounding from the far baseline, so they have to bring it up. Which Heat player right now is their shot creator at the close of a game on the current roster?
Nikola Jovic.
You know what? For Serbia's national team, you might be right because Jokic is too.
Oh, stop
Yeah.
it.
He's hooping.
Stop it.
He
He's
is.
hooping.
He is in FIBA. He's fine.
They
You
would have
will-
peddled him. They would have peddled him in his contract this offseason if they could have. Yes.
in a heartbeat, but they don't have any more draft capital that makes it easy enough to get off 62 million. My point being right now, I don't know who that is. I know I don't want Giannis shooting a jumper at the end of the game. I don't want Bam to have to go full court. It might be sort of a crazy run, head down to the basket by Pelle Larsson, but they don't have that guy in an end game who's the shot creator. Tim Hardaway, he's a shooter. He's not a shot creator. It might be, remember how their last season ended? It was Davion Mitchell going full court and getting a shot blocked at the end of a game. That still might be as good as it is. So, Channing, when you talk about is their roster full and complete, you can't have an NBA roster without a shot creator because you're going to play in clutch games. And in clutch games, you have to have the guy. Giannis doesn't play that game. Bam doesn't play that game. That, to me, is the +1 I'm still waiting on. I'll take DeMar DeRozan. He will pull up into a mid-range jumper, and he's so good, he will either get fouled in a tie game for a free throw, or he'll make the jumper. At least he'll give you something. Right now, they don't have that.
Hey, Hawk hates Bradley Beal. I don't know why, Ira, but he hates Bradley Beal.
I hate
think
the
Bradley Beal got something.
conversation. I don't hate Bradley Beal. We've talked about Bradley Beal for a decade.
Correct.
I'm done. I'm tired of talking about Bradley Beal.
No, I mean, I still remember when Bradley Beal helped Dr. Naismith, hook up the peach basket there. He's been around in heat conversation so long. But
literally, it's almost been a decade that we've been talking about Bradley Beal.
And
Let's
he's
move
also,
on here.
He's also 3 years removed, which in NBA years is a long time from being a really good high-scoring player. But the injuries are a concern. That's why when people go, DeMar DeRozan, he's 36. He only shoots 2-point baskets, but he does it. And he's available. And he can get it done. I think that's the direction they have to look right now. That's why I was surprised they didn't make a play for Anthony Simons. Yeah, he might be an out-of-control shot creator, but at least he's a shot creator. I mean, it's almost like they need to go to Indeed or something and advertise for one.
Let's say they don't get Bradley Beal or DeMar DeRozan. Let's say the roster is what the roster is.
Yes.
Essentially. You've got Bam, Giannis, Andrew Wiggins, Davion Mitchell, Pelle Larsson. Who am I missing? Tim Hardaway,
Jr., Bobby Portis,
Bobby Portis.
Simone Fontecchio. Don't
sure,
forget.
I was just in Italy.
Right.
What are they in the East?
Here's the thing, we talked about this at the top here. It depends on Giannis's level of motivation. If I want to show I can still do it, I'm still the man, I'm still worth that extension that's going to pay me $60 million a year, ultra motivated 70 game, Giannis Antetokounmpo, they're in the top 3 in the East. If he doesn't have it, this will turn into a horrible trade because all of a sudden you've given up the whole ship, you've given up your entire draft future, and you're paying the guy $50 to $60 million a year. This is absolute blind faith, but desperate times, and that's what they were, Hawk, 4 straight years in the play-in, call for desperate measures. So this is an all-out Hail Mary, but at least you're doing it on a Hall of Famer.
Does it feel like in your gut that it's going to work? I feel like it's going to work. I feel like he's motivated. I feel like last season was kind of an aberration. And I think Giannis and Bam, I was saying this yesterday, they're not load management guys. They're not guys who want to take time off. Like those guys like to play.
I think talent trumps all. And you're talking that at least 40% of your lineup is all-star, all NBA level. And again, don't sell short Andrew Wiggins. Don't sell short Davion Mitchell. Don't sell short Tim Hardaway. Yes, in case of injuries, they're screwed. Everyone's screwed in case of injuries. I think there is enough there in an East that is very competitive, but there is no Thunder. There is no San Antonio Spurs. There's not that level. So I'm saying, can the Heat play 50-plus win basketball? Yes. In the East, that's all you need. In the West, you got 60-win basketball with the Thunder and with the Spurs. It's a different league, which is why it makes so much more sense if LeBron at least wants to get back to the NBA Finals, that the East is his path, and that's where I think it goes through.
And Ira, explain to me the Jaylen Brown thing, because I've heard so much stuff and unnamed sources saying he's the smartest guy in the room and all. There is no way Jaylen Brown should have went for a 1 or 2 and a 467-year-old Paul George. What happened? Why did the Celtics do that just to get rid of Jaylen Brown?
Because the NBA is a hard cap, salary cap league more and more. and the percentage of his salary versus his productivity from a team standpoint, he wound up being overpaid. The problem with the NBA is this. Instead of guys negotiating contracts, there's a maximum. So what do you want? I want it all. And that's the only decision that the Celtics and other teams got to make, is decide whether to give him all or not. He was overpaid, Channing. So in other words, Jaylen Brown, is he a $60 million player? God bless him, no. Is he a $50 million player? We can debate it. And this sounds crazy. If he was a $40 million player, you wouldn't trade him. But when you have a hard cap, you have to make difficult decisions. It's almost like the Panthers with Bobrovsky. Is he better possibly than any goalie they have now on their roster? You can make the argument, but for the money he wanted, they couldn't fit it in a hard cap. So Jaylen Brown in a no cap baseball world, if he was Ohtani, I don't care if he's making $90 million. There ain't no hard cap. There's just a tax I've got to pay. But in a hard cap sport, you have to constantly do this cost-effective equation. That's what the Heat did with Tyler Hero when they didn't extend him. And that's why they didn't want to extend Tyler Hero, because they realized that his price point would be over his value relative to a hard cap. That's where Jaylen Brown got into a trap. No fault of his own. He simply made too much money. And people ask me this all the time. You cannot renegotiate in the NBA. It's not like other sports. If you were due X amount, you can't walk in unless you rip up your contract and say, you know what, I'll take 50 to help the team. You can do it ahead of time like Jalen Brunson did, but once you're locked in, you're locked in. Jaylen Brown's biggest fault was not being the smartest guy in the room. No problem with smart guys. His biggest problem was he made too much money. He negotiated too good a deal for himself.
And no one on this video stream can say the same. No one here makes too much money, and no one
Well,
negotiate.
I think Ira's doing well.
Too good a deal for themselves.
Wait. Ira on Layoff Paper University? Come on, guys. Come on. I'm glad I'm still here. Every morning I check the email to make sure it still works.
Read Ira Winderman in the Sun Sentinel and follow Ira on social media at Ira Heat Beat. Safe travels to Vegas, Ira.
Yes, read me the Sun Sentinel at least today. Thank you, guys.
There you go, Ira Winderman. We'll take a break. We'll come back with more Hochman, Crowder, and Solana.
You're listening to the Hawk, Crowder, and Solana Show.
You guys see new Mozart is dropping soon?
He's dead.
bam, 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 dun, 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 dun. 3 o'clock hour. Gonna play a little Talk About It Tuesday this hour. And we're going to talk with Steven Strom in the 4 o'clock hour. Marlins are a playoff team as it stands right now. And Marlins start a 6-game homestand tonight at Lone Depot Park, and then it'll be the All-Star break. So hopefully they'll I know that a lot of the Marlins broadcasters, employees, and Marlins themselves have been tweeting out, and deservedly so, hopefully that there's some good fan support over these next 6 games because the Marlins have earned it. Now, whether there will be on a Tuesday night, who do they play tonight?
Seattle.
Tuesday night against Seattle is another story, but
it's tough.
They deserve support. Will it be there? I don't know. 1 month from tonight is the NFL Hall of Fame game.
Oh my God.
Hey.
1 month from tonight.
Football
Is back, baby. That is crazy. 1 month from tonight. Who is it? Is Carolina and Arizona. Oof.
Who's getting inducted?
That's a bad.
It's 305.
Dale.
God bless. Dale.
Dale.
Thank you, Jimmy.
You're welcome.
305 on the Hochman, Crowder, and Solana show is sponsored by Miami Lakes Chevrolet, where you walk in as a customer and drive out as family.
Drew Brees, Larry Fitzgerald, Luke Kuechly, Adam Vinatieri, and running back Roger Craig.
Oh, so
It's-
that's why Carolina,
Kinkley
and,
and Fitzgerald.
yeah. So there you go.
I played in the Marino game.
In the Hall of Fame game?
Yeah, Marino got inducted in 05,
Yeah.
I believe. Yeah,
Yeah.
and that was why we had to go to Canton, Ohio and play in that little high school stadium.
You get back then it was 5 preseason games. Now you get 4 because there's only 3. But I always know that Hall of Fame game, I get excited over it the week leading up to it, and then I sit down and I watch one drive and I go, I can't watch this crap. This is I'll wait for the real thing, and that's about it.
I
then
played
another
every
thing.
snap, Hawk. Every snap.
In the Pro Football Hall of Fame game,
Punt team, punt return, every snap of defense in the Hall of Fame game. I played like 100 snaps that game.
that's crazy.
No respect.
Did you think they were making a mistake? Like, did you go to the special teams coach? You go, no. I'm the 3rd round pick. I'm the linebacker.
I thought I was getting cut. I'm like, man, what's going on here? I'm tired as hell. Derek Pope had a day off. Eddie Moore had a day off. I don't have a day off.
The NHL announced that the upcoming schedule will be revealed next Thursday. So a week from this Thursday, you get the NHL schedule. Do you know what's interesting about this upcoming hockey season?
Mm-mm.
The Florida Panthers will be healthy.
That is true. You know, Jimmy?
The anniversary of the first trip to the Stanley Cup ever.
No. This upcoming hockey, I couldn't even understand.
What
This
did he say?
upcoming. Oh, you're talking about the anniversary of what? The Panthers' first trip to the Stanley Cup?
Yeah, against the Avalanche.
But what anniversary?
I don't know, because they went in 96.
Oh, okay. Because every year would be an anniversary, but it's just the number anniversary. You know what I mean? Like it would every year is an anniversary. It would be the 1st, the 2nd, the 3rd. But you're saying it would be a round number because 26 to.
Well, it wouldn't. It'd be the 21st. This year would have been the 20th anniversary because this was a 2020.
Regardless, I didn't mean to get bogged down. This will be the first NHL season with 84 games, not 82.
What?
There are 84 regular season games, not 82.
I don't think you're right about that.
Okay.
Well, the
Why?
NFL
Certainly.
went from
What do you mean,
16 to
why?
17.
Yeah.
Why is money? That's why.
Yeah. Trust me, the NBA is going to be 84 games before you know it. The
Yeah.
NBA will be 84 games before it's 80 games.
So you're telling me instead of decreasing the amount of games, which I think most people would be in favor of, they're adding more games to the regular season.
Yes.
He is
Uh-huh.
correct.
Solana, do you know this is a business?
Yeah, I mean, no, it's why that there's 3 preseason games and 17 regular season games. And by the way, there's going to be an 18th regular
Yes.
season NFL game soon.
100%.
But yeah, 84 games next Panthers season, next hockey season. You okay?
I'm good. I'm good. I'm good with 82. I'll probably opt out.
You'll skip
of
those 2?
83 and 84.
But
I mean, seriously, what are we doing?
Solana,
like 2 more games? So
but
what is
why,
that?
why are you
32
okay?
teams,
Why are
30
you
teams in
okay
the
with
NHL.
82? Why are you
Right,
okay
yeah.
with
Oh, no.
16?
Yeah,
Why are you
it's
okay
all
with
arbitrary.
I'm not,
Yeah.
though. I'm not okay with 82. I've told you guys multiple times that I believe the NBA should cut their season to 60 games and make up the rest of it so that there's still TV revenue coming in and players' contract and money don't get affected with a longer NBA in-season tournament, which I think would satisfy everybody. I think the NHL could probably do the exact same thing, but increasing the number of games to me, like I'm just as a hockey fan, just doesn't interest me. Like 2 more regular season games for what? So that the networks can line their pockets a little bit more.
It gives you another chance to watch Panthers hockey. I mean, I don't mind it at all.
But Solana, you cover the Dolphins. Did going from 16 to 17 upset you when you really sat down and was a part of it?
Well, no, because I was getting paid every time they play. So
When the increase in money affects you positively, you're okay with it. When it affects other people,
I mean,
It's all
anyway,
money.
the NHL schedule will be released on the 16th.
that's
1
cool. That's
p.m.
cool, though. I didn't know that they were doing that this year.
Headlines brought to you by Doral Kia in Miami. At a Domino's game, you'll find your abuelito, and whenever you want a low price, you save with your Pricito. Save now with your Pricito at Doral Kia.
I don't know who it was that brought up the 28-3 Falcons debacle in whatever Super Bowl that was against Tom Brady and the New England Patriots, comparing it to Argentina, 78th minute, down 2-0 to Egypt. They lose, they go home, and they end up winning 3-2 in regulation. I mean, it took them stoppage time, but they won it in the 90. Tom Brady is weighed in on social media.
I saw.
Quote from Tom Brady. Yeah, so that might top 28-3.
I think it does.
It does.
Although
It's not a
the
Super
Super Bowl
Bowl.
is the championship game. So this one, while you want to advance, is not the final. So you know what?
Right.
The Super Bowl, that's a more historic comeback.
I guess the difficulty in it. What's more difficult? Because
The,
I'm not
the
a soccer-
difficulty, I mean, to overcome and win in stoppage time, a 2-goal deficit is wildly
with
difficult.
12 minutes left in the 90. Like that's crazy.
Yeah, but 28-3 is harder because I know you get more time in football. But I mean, think about it. The Falcons could have just ran the
Right.
ball and wasted clock,
Right.
and they didn't. Like, I mean, Belgium was down 2-0 the other day, and they ended up scoring 2 goals in a matter of 3 minutes in the 86th and 88th minute, and ended up forcing a penalty shootout. So,
But
like,
Solana,
it
all they
happened
do
in
is
soccer.
all they do is run clock in soccer. They kick it
Well-
back to the goalie.
Well, 28-3 deficits, though, happen in football. They don't happen in a Super Bowl. That's why that is more iconic of a comeback.
It's easier to score 2 goals in soccer in 10 minutes than it is to score 3 touchdowns in the NFL in a quarter.
Yes.
When the other team is actively
Yeah.
trying to waste time.
Yeah. And you're not
It's
scoring and you're not scoring one on defense.
Right.
And the Falcons just messed that off. So I would guess
Yeah.
that, either side, like the other team, did not have a great approach to that lead.
Should just ran the ball.
Somebody says Belgium went to penalties. No, not last night. the other. I maybe he's confused as to what you were saying.
No, in the round of 32,
Yeah.
Belgium was losing to Senegal 2-0. And in the 83rd minute, they scored. And then, or the 86th minute, they scored. And then in the 89th minute, 3 minutes later, they equalized. So in a span of 3 minutes, they scored 2 goals to tie the game. And then they ended up winning with a penalty in extra time, stoppage time of extra time.
Yeah.
So it's happened already in this tournament in a wilder situation.
Leroy Horde texted me that he had 6 preseason games. I don't even
Lord,
remember an NFL that had 6 preseason games.
He's 69 years old. That's why.
Was it there were 6 preseason games?
Nice.
I don't remember. We had 5.
Well, only that one season because you were in the Hall of Fame game.
Yeah, the Hall of Fame game.
Normally it was 4 though.
Yeah, my whole career was 4, and my rookie 05 was my rookie year, and we had that 5th.
Yeah, NFL used to have a 6-game preseason from 1970 to 1977. Teams played 6 exhibition games every year.
Man,
I wasn't playing in 1977.
I jammed my thumb into somebody's eye in that Hall of Fame game. He was so mad. It was a tight end from the Bears.
Robin Earl.
I don't think he made it in the league because why is he on the ground letting me jam my finger in his eye?
Fair. Then it wasn't Robin Earl.
Yeah,
when did Leroy play?
I'm looking it up right now.
In the 80s or the 90s? Yeah, 1990. He was a rookie.
Yeah, how could he have played 6 preseason games?
He really didn't. He was just out there with his buddies and didn't know what was going on. He thought practice was a game.
Wow. No touchdowns in 92 or 93, huh, Leroy?
Hey, man, Leroy was a dog, man. Y'all leave.
He was a Pro Bowler in 94.
No, Leroy was a dog, man. I know we give him a hard time. Leroy could run that rock.
51 touchdowns in his career.
That's impressive.
That's impressive. 51 touchdowns? Wow, I didn't realize he played this many seasons.
Oh, Leroy could play. I know I give him a hard time about talking at Publix, but Leroy could run that rock.
How many fumbles?
Let's see. You think he knows his own stats? I did this with you and Aronde once.
100%. Leroy knows his stats.
I don't know.
He mumbles them in dreams at night. 51 touchdowns. What'd you say, baby? Nothing.
Where do you see 51?
53. 53 total touchdowns. And then another 5 in the playoffs.
Oh, yeah, you're right. He had 9 receiving touchdowns his second year in the NFL.
Yeah.
Damn.
Must have been wearing someone else's number.
And he
no
just
way.
Tore,
Who was the quarterback?
He just tore his bicep flipping open a folding chair.
Who was his quarterback in Cleveland?
Bernie Kosar, right?
Was it Bernie?
Kosar,
him and Bernie are boys.
And then he went to Minnesota. Who was his quarterback in Minnesota? I know Robert Smith was on that team. The backfield was Leroy and Robert Smith.
Yeah.
The quarterback that season, I'll tell you right now.
He had a 53-yard touchdown run in his final season, 1999.
Needed oxygen right after.
53-yard touchdown run.
My favorite quote.
Brad Johnson, by the way.
You need 3, I'll get you 4. You need 5, I'll get you 4. I just love that concept.
Colombia and Switzerland are going to play. Did you guys see this story that's coming up at 4? I found this so interesting. And Adam Schefter had retweeted the story and kind of rewrote it this morning. But I had seen this last night. Seth Wickersham, he's NFL, but really a sports writer for ESPN. He says that Bill Belichick and the Patriots, when Bill Belichick left New England in 2024, remember Sean Payton had taken over the Denver Broncos by then, that Sean Payton presented the Denver Broncos and the owner with a proposal. And the proposal was that he was going to hire Bill Belichick and name him the head coach. But Sean Payton would run the team. But Bill Belichick would get credit for all the victories as the official head coach, just so that Belichick could get to 15 wins and break Don Shula's all-time coaching record of 347 career wins.
And then then Belichick would step down. Sean Payton would take over again in title. So the presentation to Denver was, hey, I'm going to coach the team, but Bill Belichick will be the head coach of record. And when he breaks Shula's record, he will step down and I'll take over. And when I read that this morning, I was like, I don't think Belichick would have done that, first of all. I don't think Michael Strahan wanted to set the sack record the way that he ended up setting it. While it's nice to have the record, like, I think people want to earn accolades on their own merits. And I don't see Bill Belichick signing up for something like that.
1,000% Bill Belichick wouldn't want to beat Don Shula out by just sitting up in a booth somewhere and getting the record.
Now, if that girl forced his hand and said, "You're doing it," he seems to listen to what she says.
The grown-up cheerleader?
Yeah.
But I think it is just some cool gangster stuff that Sean Payton would even present that to an organization because of his respect for Bill Belichick. I that gave me more respect for Sean Payton. I'm not going to lie.
Interesting.
I don't know. If I'm Bill Belichick, that sounds better than whatever it is he's doing in North Carolina right now, recruiting
But
teenagers.
why is Sean Payton so interested in breaking Don Shula's record? Like, learning. Oh, I've got all more respect for Sean Payton now. Like, why? You want to take away a record that Don Shula earned by actually earning it? You want to just give it to someone? What the hell was Sean Payton?
I'll tell you this: if let's say Zach Thomas was 10 tackles away from breaking the NFL record, and I could say, I will give Zach 11 tackles to break the record, I would do it. I take it off my resume, give it to Zach because I knew how much respect I have for him. That's exactly what Sean Payton's doing.
But what if it's breaking Lawrence Taylor's record?
It is what it is. I respect.
No, it's not
Zach.
what it is. Somebody earned that record.
I know, but Hawk, from me to Zach is what it is. I understand what you're saying. The big picture of sports. No, he didn't get those 11 tackles, but I would give 11 tackles to Zach if he was 10 away from breaking a record.
Although
and I wouldn't think twice about it.
Somebody points out on the text, have you seen Belichick's past? He'd be happy to cheat his way into a record. Yeah, that's true. He would say yes in a heartbeat.
I think it's cool that Sean Payton would offer that.
Crowder, if you gave away 11 of your tackles, what does that leave you with?
600, bitch.
How can you give away 11 tackles when you've got 8? You're giving away some tackles on credit?
660, bitch. You can't leave me alone.
Put these tackles on layaway.
I'll pay for them later.
No, but you're right, Hawk. Like, what happened to the integrity of the league? All these guys, right? All these guys talk about the integrity.
Don Shula. I mean, what are we talking? We're gonna hose Don Shula in some kind of loophole? Get out of here.
I'm with you. I understand competitive nature, grind, drive of life.
I don't think you are with us. You're giving Zach Thomas
against us.
Yeah, you're giving.
I would give Zach 11 tackles if it's him passing somebody to have the all-time record.
He hates Don Shula.
He hates Don Shula.
I love Don Shula.
I don't think you do.
I did. I hugged him.
It's fun to be on this side,
right?
This is fun.
Yeah, you get painted into a corner. That you didn't mean.
I hugged Don 1,000 times.
Right. What else do you have in the headlines? Because I want to talk about it Tuesday, and we never have enough time.
Los Madrilines do play tonight against the Mariners. They're currently in a wild card position, as Hawk has mentioned a couple times today, and Argentina does end up beating Egypt 3-2 in one of the greatest comebacks. Yesterday, the USA does lose to Belgium in humiliating fashion. There's really no other way to put it.
Yep.
4-1 was the final score, and they are out. The 3 host nations, Mexico, Canada, and the U.S., losing consecutive days. So they're all out of the World Cup. Your weather in South Florida right now, it is 90 degrees. Tonight, the lows are going to drop into the mid to upper 70s. That's brought to you by Tornado Roofing and Contracting, helping keep your home and family safe when the storms roll in. Visit tornadoroofing.com for your free roof and window estimate.
If you haven't tried Hard Rock Bet yet, there is no better time to get in the game than right now. We're at the winner go home stage of the world's biggest soccer tournament, Egypt Go Home. And Hard Rock Bet is Florida's only legal way to get in on the action. Sign up with Hard Rock Bet right now. Place a $5 bet. If it wins, you also score $150 in bonus bets. So you got the winning bet, you get an extra $150 to bet with. That's how you get the party started. Just download the Hard Rock Bet app today. Payable in bonus bets, not a cash offer. You bet a player prop before the game. Time goes by. The match is now in the 60th minute. You're still waiting for that one moment to win your bet, and your player gets subbed off. You think your bet is over. But on Hard Rock Bet, your bet stays on thanks to Super Sub. If your player is subbed off, you still win if their replacement fulfills the bet. Same odds, same payout. You ever bet a soccer match that ended 0-0, 0-0, they like to call it? That's a tough watch. That's why on Hard Rock Bet, they have a no goals, no problem promotion. If you bet on a team to win in regulation and the match ends scoreless after 90 minutes plus stoppage time, you'll get a bonus bet back to $250. So when the goals go missing, your bet doesn't. Check out No Goals, No Problem on Hard Rock Bet today. And also tennis's most prestigious grass court tournament is going on in England, jolly old England. And Hard Rock Bet is Florida's way to serve winners all tournament long. Whether you're backing the world's top players or live betting every break point and tie break, there's so many ways to get in on the action on Hard Rock Bet. It all starts with you downloading the Hard Rock Bet app right now, offered by the Seminole Tribe of Florida. Must be 21 plus and physically present in Florida to wager. Terms and conditions apply. Concerned about your gambling? Call or text 1-833-PLAY-WISE.
You're listening to the Hawk, Crowder, and Solana Show.
Text threads are meant for pictures of Jimmy's hot dog.
Talk up.
Hey! Well, talk to signify Talk About It Tuesday. Talk About It Tuesday is brought to you by our friends at Miami Lakes Chevrolet, where you walk in as a customer and drive out as family. Do we have a big open for Talk About It Tuesday? I forget.
I think so.
All right.
Now,
Now what?
the open?
Sure, why not?
Oh, I forgot.
I'd have waited you out, Jimmy.
Talk about it.
Pick 3 restaurants to eat at for the rest of your life.
Talk about it.
How often are you changing your toothbrush?
Talk about it.
Pecan or pecan?
Talk about it.
Let's talk about it.
So before we get to Solana's Talk About It, I would just like to talk about this for 1 second because I was just thinking about this. I went to the vending machine to get a Coke Zero, and I was thinking I had a Coke Zero last night with dinner. I told you for the World Cup game we were going to order in Flanagan's.
That's right.
So go to Flanagan's. You want to know how old I am? Like, this staggered me as I made the order because I used the online ordering to order. And when I did this, I said to myself, like, oh my God, how old are you? So I ordered the chicken Philly. And then you get to choose your side.
Right.
And I would say 99 out of 100 people are going to choose French fries.
For sure.
Yes.
I chose coleslaw.
God,
Oh, that's the worst.
that's crazy.
It's crazy.
Not even like vegetables. You just went straight
Yeah.
Coleslaw.
Veggies, side salad,
coleslaw.
coleslaw.
Yeah.
That's an old person meal.
I know. You can't like it, and it's like, but you can't help it. It just takes over.
Cabbage with mayonnaise, is it? What is? I don't even know how coleslaw is
Yeah.
made.
Yeah, cabbage. Some with vinegar, but Flanagan's makes it with mayo. I think there's a lot of sugar in that. You know, I'm very concerned about sugars.
Right.
I think there's a ton of sugar in coleslaw.
And coleslaw?
Yeah.
Sugar?
That's why it tastes good,
It's
Why?
sweet.
because it's sweetened with sugar. I believe coleslaw has a ton of sugar in it.
You know how spices work?
I don't eat coleslaw.
Most young people don't. I never ate it till I was like in my 50s.
I don't eat coleslaw.
I'm not kidding you. I'm not kidding you. Like, the idea of that little cup of coleslaw
Yeah.
was like, you'd laugh at, like, why do they even bother or
Well,
whatever?
because you know it was made probably like 18 hours before. It was prepared 18 hours before it's being served to you. It's been in that cup in the kitchen, sitting in the fridge for at least 10 hours.
It's bad marketing, though. Coleslaw is just a bad name, right?
Yeah.
If it was called mayo treats, if it was called mayonnaise salad,
Mayonnaise
you know what I mean?
salad.
Like, it's a victim of bad marketing, is what it is.
Yeah. I was like that with mushrooms. I hated mushrooms.
I still
until
don't
I got
like
about
mushrooms.
30. You don't like mushrooms?
Nah,
Man, I eat the hell out of a mushroom right now.
like if it's in, I know the chicken Philly comes with mushrooms.
no
unless you got-
mushrooms.
You
for
go
me.
no mushrooms.
No mushrooms, extra coleslaw.
Is this what I have to look forward to, Hawk? I'm 32 years
You
old.
can't avoid it.
Cottage
Yeah.
cheese and coleslaw.
Oh.
Cottage cheese and coleslaw.
Alana, 10 years from now, man, you're going to be surprised by yourself.
I was staggered last night because I'm looking at the sides and I'm like, well, I could easily click French fries here. And the Flanagan's fries are delicious.
Great.
But I'm like, but then I wouldn't get this delicious cup of coleslaw that I so crave.
Want some slaw?
All right, what do you have for Talk About It Tuesday? I don't know if you can top that, but what do you have for Talk About It Tuesday?
I don't think I can. All right. This was posted randomly on somebody's Instagram story. One of my friends, Melissa, she stole it from TikTok. So this is a completely unoriginal Talk About It Tuesday topic, but I thought it was fantastic.
But wait a second. You can't go, this was posted randomly. on someone's Instagram story, my friend Melissa. It's the opposite of randomly.
I guess,
It's
yeah.
just on
She's
your
not
friend's Instagram.
Not random at all. It's Hefty Lefty's wife.
Oh, the hefty
Oh,
lefty.
yeah, hefty
lefty's
wife.
That guy likes some coleslaw.
Oh my god.
Yeah. No, he's a French fry man.
That's true.
Yeah.
He's coleslaw. Hold the cabbage. Just give me a cup of mayo.
He's drinking mayonnaise.
So apparently this was going viral on TikTok. Would you rather spend 12 days in federal prison or you eat 12 tarantulas that are alive when they're given to you? How you choose to consume them is up to you. So 12 days in federal prison, or you have to eat 12 tarantulas.
Talk about it.
Talk about it.
Talk about it. It's a good question. Here's my hang up though. Federal prison is not the toughest prisons. The club feds are not the toughest prisons. County jail, I'd really have to think about it. Federal prison, I think I would do 12 days in federal prison.
Easy. Easy.
Feds, the federal prison system is not county jail, and it's not even like a state prison. The federal prison system is club fed. Like, it's not the worst prison.
But why are you making it sound like a trip to Disney World?
Because it's
not-
closer to Disney World than eating 12 live tarantulas.
I'm not eating no damn tarantulas, Hawk.
I
I'm
would
with
eat
you.
the tarantulas over a trip to Disney World in this heat.
I've done
No,
3
but
days.
county jail, I would do
Yeah.
the tarantulas. I couldn't spend 12 days in county jail. I would somehow be able to eat the 12 tarantulas. But club fed?
Yeah. I would say it because I've been in county jail and Hawk would be pregnant in 12 days. Yeah, no, man. And if times get bad, you just slap a correctional officer and then you go to solitary confinement. 23-1. Like, yeah, I got this figured out. I'm not eating no damn spiders.
I don't know. I don't think I could make one day in federal prison as spectacular as you make it
You
sound.
can absolutely survive in federal prison.
Yeah, Solana. Just don't
But
take
what
a
if-
shower.
what if-
Don't shower.
But what if your bunkmate is
It's-
fond of you?
It's not even, you don't even have bunkmates in federal prison. Like, it's like a whole dorm full of bunk beds. Like, I'm telling you, you're
All right.
are you sure that the question is federal prison, or
Yeah.
did you just make it?
No, for sure it was federal prison, but perhaps TikTok isn't as aware as
Mm.
at how relaxed federal prison is compared to state prison as knowledgeable as
No.
you are on it.
I will tell you, if it's Alachua County Jail 12 days, I'm going to find a way to put some batter on those tarantulas and fry them.
Yeah, I'm telling you, county jail, you don't want to go near. I don't care what county it is. You don't want to be in a county jail.
Y'all heard
for
my
12
story.
days.
The man stole my orange my first morning. Like, I don't know what he would have stole the 12th day, but federal prison, I've heard it's a cakewalk.
The 12th day, I'd have been like, that's not where I keep the oranges.
It's not even lunchtime yet. Butch.
Man, you're ravenous. Gino Toretta texting me, I love coleslaw. I've always loved coleslaw. Not a ton of sugar in the dressing. Maybe a tablespoon with a cup of mayo. Add craisins to your slaw and walnuts.
Oh, Gino, love you to death. You say craisins, you're old. Gino, you know you my man, but nobody young says craisins.
Jimmy, which one are you doing? Tarantulas or federal prison?
I'm doing federal prison. I ain't eating no damn 12 tarantulas.
Yeah. Solana, did you make your choice?
I think I'm eating the tarantulas. I mean, Crowder, you eat raccoon.
Tarantulas are like hairy though. Like,
Yeah, but
big,
it's
hairy.
small. They're smallish.
No, that little booty, that little fat booty is gonna have
yeah,
juice in
can
it.
you imagine when you
No.
bite into that?
Yeah.
No good. No good.
No good. No good.
No good. No good.
I'm not eating tarantula.
All right. I guess
All right,
it's
what else you got?
oranges up my butt then.
That was a good one.
you gonna have to go to the bathroom in front of people though.
Yeah, I can't do that. I'm pee shy.
Yeah, you
That's what
pee
I'm saying.
shy until that bladder's full. You're gonna let that pee run when that bladder's full.
See, I got no problem with that, but the taking the poop in the cell with your celly,
Yeah.
that's rough.
Mm-hmm.
I looked a crackhead straight in his face and went to number 2. And it was very uncomfortable.
Yeah, like that's just not human.
They watch?
Well, if you're in a tight cell, well, you were in county jail, so you were in like a holding cell, no?
I was in a holding cell with
like there's certain cells
15 people.
Yeah, there's certain cells though that's just you and your bunk, and you and your bunkmate, and there's one bathroom. It's out in the open, one toilet, but there's rules. I follow this guy on Instagram, and he was in prison. He was a young kid, 18-year-old, thin, skinny white kid who was he was running a nightclub in like some little town, but he was siphoning off a ton of money. Anyway, got sent to prison. So he knows like all the ins and outs, and he's like, yeah, I had to buy protection. Like I realized it on the first day. Like I had to buy protection to keep people out of my business. But he interviews people, and they talk about like what the unwritten rules are with the toilets and when you can go, when you can't go. And if it's coming out, you're flushing in unison. Like you're not like you've got to be cognizant of everyone around you.
And I got IBS.
I don't want to be your bunkmate.
So it's 14 other guys, and they're looking at me, and I'm over there. Prow, prow, prow.
That ain't for me.
Oof. All right. Well, this got weird. Did we do the topic? I don't remember if you did it with Appel while I was gone or not. What member of the South Florida media has the cleanest car versus the messiest car? Did we ever actually do that on the air? I don't believe we did.
I don't recall.
All right, so let's do it. I'm asking two-parter here.
Okay.
There's a twofer. What member of the South Florida media, beat writers, reporters?
You're talking about print media, or we can include the Will Mansos, the Mike Cunos?
TV journalists, beat writers, radio hosts. We can throw some podcasters.
Podcast hosts.
Yeah, podcast hosts.
Ethan Skolnick seems like he has a dirty car.
Yeah, he keeps a nasty.
Don't aggregate that. Everyone's going to aggregate that and send it to Ethan with a joke.
What member of the South Florida media do you think has the cleanest car? And what member of the South Florida sports media has the messiest car?
Talk about it.
Talk about it.
Talk about it. Wow. I feel like Joe Shad is going to have the cleanest car.
Mm-hmm.
Really? Seems like so fastidious.
Well kept.
Yeah. Let me think about this, though. Because I think there's guys who would surprise you. I think Will Manso probably keeps a dirty car.
Not dirty, but like messy. Just like suit jackets in the back.
Yeah. A couple of Snickers wrappers.
Ira packs his own snacks. That's a person that keeps a very clean car.
I don't know.
Cunio probably has a clean, spotless car because
Cunio cleans his car twice a day.
He's like a freak about everything.
Right.
Joe Rose's car is disgusting.
You think?
Yeah, because Joe is he's old.
Yeah,
school
and he's got
football,
like smelly socks from a tennis game.
Yeah,
he's got his tennis shoes sitting on the passenger seat. The socks are still in there.
Right.
And even if it's healthy, it's a protein shake. It's a protein shake, but the shake is just thrown in the back.
Hawk, you have a clean car.
I keep a very clean car.
Very clean car.
Solana, you might be on the dirty side.
I'm not dirty. I'm messy, though. Like, I still have a suit jacket from the heat season just kind of hanging there.
Really?
Yeah. Why not? You never know when you're going to need it.
But I don't know. I don't know. I feel like it needs to be refreshed.
I'm ready for anything. Like soccer game breaks out here at the Citadel.
Yeah.
I got my boots in the car.
Yeah. See, I'm ready for Amazon delivery. I'll show up. As long as Amazon delivers, I'm fine. Who keeps a dirty car?
Hal Habib.
I don't know Hal the way you guys do because he covered you with the doll. I don't know if I've ever met Hal.
Great guy.
Hal doesn't keep. I don't think Hal keeps a dirty car. I think Omar has all kind of crap in his car.
I think Omar's got like books of conspiracy theories that he writes down, like notebooks.
Yeah,
like
not trash, just stuff.
Yeah,
just trunk filled. Yeah, I think Omar's a stuff guy.
Oh, Chris Perkins has cigarette butts.
Oh, yeah. Perk's on the dirty list. Perk and Joe are my two dirty list guys.
Somebody says Leroy Horde has chicken wings and open packets of ranch dip in his car. You know who I can see having a bit of a messy car is Barry Jackson, but not because he seems like he's dirty, but he's just always got pen and paper ready to go. And I feel like he jots ideas down.
Yeah.
And then just like crumbles it up, throws it.
Yeah.
And then just always ready to go for a story.
Jimmy.
I don't know if I've ever seen Jimmy's car. Would I be shocked at you having a very dirty car, Jimmy?
Yeah. He hadn't vacuumed his car in 3 years.
Glizzy buns.
No, I throw those out.
You have a dirty car or a clean car?
I wouldn't say it's clean, but it's not like all over the place.
How did I know that you weren't going to pick a side? How did I know that somehow the answer was going to be both sides?
Dirty and clean. Not dirty, but not clean.
Not dirty, but not totally clean. You want to weigh in on this topic, Jimmy? Do you have any nominations?
I don't know.
Well, Len. Len's got to have a dirty car, don't you think?
I don't think so.
No?
No.
No.
I feel like he doesn't eat in his car. He maybe has a coffee because he picks it up, drives to work.
I think he's very structured. Very structured. Like you have to be unstructured to have a dirty car.
Somebody says Jimmy's car is just full of shirts and jerseys.
100%.
He's got like 18 Costco cards. All right, 4 o'clock hour is coming up. Cheetah Pompano, great spot to watch a game or a fight. They got VIP areas, 4 stages of entertainment, the most beautiful ladies in South Florida. Now, there's still a lot of soccer tournament left, and no USA, but whatever. You can watch every match. There's one coming up when? 4 o'clock, 10 minutes from now?
Yeah, 4 o'clock.
One coming up in 10 minutes. You can watch it at Cheetah Pompano or Cheetah Palm Beach. Come on out, watch some footy. Cheetah Palm Beach, they are having a sexy luau party on Wednesday, July 22nd. So you head to Cheetah Palm Beach for a day of food, drinks, and good vibes. There's going to be a free luau lunch special, 11:30 till 3, a roast pig carving station, $5 sex on the beach drink specials, $25 bar tab giveaways, a hula hoop contest with a $100 grand prize, and more. That is Wednesday, July 22nd at Cheetah Palm Beach. And don't forget, every day is a great day at Cheetah Pompano Beach. Get all the details at cheetahsofl.com.
You're listening to the Hawk, Crowder, and Solana Show.
All right, I'll start with Chuck here. Chuck in Miami Gardens.
What they do?
That's for you, Crowder. Thank you, Georgie. Bringing us into the 4 o'clock hour. JORGMUZIK. Georgie Music on social media. He put together some bangers for us, and we appreciate him. And we'd appreciate it if you follow him on social media and download his music. Georgie. All right, 4 o'clock hour. Let me give you the stock market report to start out here. That's sponsored by Anna Jar and Levine, Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE, 1-800-747-3733. Dow Jones down 131 points. S&P 500 down 33 points. NASDAQ down a little over 1%, 302 points. So you made it yesterday. You gave it back today. We'll see. How about the World Football Scoreboard? Brought to you by your local Twin Peaks. Twin Peaks is truly unmatched for every match with 29-degree drafts of Michelob Ultra, spicy margaritas made with Casamigos, and unrivaled views all tournament. Twin Peaks eats, drinks, scenic views. Well, if you watched the Egypt-Argentina game earlier today, you saw one hell of a comeback by Argentina. They were down 2-0 in the 79th minute, and they win the game outright in stoppage time, 3-2 over Egypt. That is, and Messi had a goal. He scored the equalizer with about 87th minute or something like that.
I was just watching Cantor, his call on Telemundo.
Andres Cantor, the legendary goal. He goes crazy.
He yelled like his insides came out when he yelled that, man. Messi was crying after the game, like very emotional when he equalized with that goal, and then after the game, like was just in tears.
It was some game, man. That is an unbelievable comeback. And Switzerland and Colombia are underway. Second minute, scoreless.
Do soccer players cry a lot? Because Ronaldo was crying the other day too.
Well, I mean,
he was done.
Yeah,
that was
like
his last hoorah.
Neymar too. Neymar was in tears after Brazil was eliminated to Norway, but he's done as well with national team soccer.
Amazing that Messi is still able to do what he's doing.
It's crazy.
It's really just remarkable.
It's crazy.
Yeah. Are there any other matches tonight, or is this the final one?
This is it. This is the final round of 16 game, and then the quarterfinals begin on Thursday.
Man, U.S. would have played Friday during our show, and instead we're going to be stuck watching that Belgian team.
It's going to be a good game, though. Belgium, Spain.
I would have rather watched the USA.
Belgium was better.
Yeah, there is not much question there. I was having this conversation, DJ and I, and obviously Lori, but DJ and I were having this conversation when we were in Switzerland or Italy. What NBA, like what echelon of NBA player would you have to add to the final NCAA tournament team? So what is there, 64 teams, 68 teams now? I forget what it is.
Yeah, 68.
So what player from the NBA could you add to the 68th team in the tournament and say that team will win the tournament?
Oh man, a young LeBron would be my answer. I don't know now, but
it has to be now.
You had a 06 LeBron, 07 LeBron,
like if you add Nikola Jokic right now to the 68th team, is there a squad in college basketball that can stop him?
No, that's the answer. Joker.
Wemby. I think even LeBron now. I'm not even joking. Like the gap,
because how many games do you have to win? Because it's all single elimination, so it's not like you have to run 25 games. So
8,
like 8 games maybe or whatever.
7,
like
16, 8, 4. Yeah, 8 games.
Like LeBron could potentially still do that. Take the last college team to get in.
What, even Michigan, who won the title this year, who's stopping LeBron James possession after possession.
Well, I think what could stop LeBron is just his age. I'm with Crowder, like that, 06 LeBron, there's not a question. I don't think there's anyone that could put a stop on Jokic.
There's nobody big enough to deal with Jokic.
But like when you get like Jalen Brunson, but he was on that Villanova team that won, so I'm not taking it away. But could you put him on the 68th seed and run to a championship with him?
I think you could.
Really? I think
He's
it's
putting up-
the size. I think it's Jokic. I think it's Wemby. I think just the size would kill those young boys.
I don't think so. I think it's sure. Yes, you're right. Size, but also it's just the ability to score at will. You're telling me Jalen Brunson, who the Spurs were literally targeting defensively, was putting up 40+ points in a closeout game to win the NBA Finals, and he wouldn't just do whatever he wanted to do against college players who, even on that best Michigan team, 2 or 3 got drafted this year in the NBA. Everybody else is going to go play in Europe. I mean, he could score 60 points if he wanted to at this point of his career in a college basketball.
I just don't know if I can do it with Brunson. Like that's what DJ and I were kind of talking about. It's like, at what point do you go, like Embiid, if he's healthy for 6, 7, 8 games, however many games that it takes, who's stopping Joel Embiid?
What about Giannis? Who's stopping Giannis at a college
for sure
level?
Yeah, Giannis. I mean, because you're still, and again, I understand a Cooper Flag is just removed from college. So I understand you've got NBA players at the top seeds, but Giannis is most of those guys, like to Solana's point there, most of those guys aren't going to go play in the NBA, even on a championship team.
Right.
Giannis is man amongst boys.
Yeah. I'll go with size still, Solana. I see what you're saying about Brunson. Nobody's going to just shut down big body Brunson, but the size is going to kill him with Jokic and Embiid and all those big boys.
I think we're thinking about guys who are just like top 5 in the NBA. I'd be willing to go down that list.
Well, that's the argument.
Jaylen Brown, for example,
would take the 68th seed.
I think guys like that, Paul George, Jaylen Brown, like guys we kind of consider like second, third options. Shoot, man, I'd even say, just from a local standpoint, Bam Adebayo. Put him on any team in college basketball. Who's stopping an NBA player?
Even a guy that we call wash, like a Paul George or a Russell Westbrook. You put Russell Westbrook in college, he is destroying them babies.
That's kind of fun.
But they're not babies, though. When you get to the 1, 2, 3, 4, the top 4, the top 1, the 4 1 seeds,
right?
Like, you're talking about quality NBA talent. Not all 5 out there on the court, but there's NBA talent out there. So to me, you need the upper echelon of player who's going to be able to overcome that constantly. And for me, that's like a Jokic or whatever, a Buzelis, like the real.
No. You are trying to sneak a name in. We're not gonna let you sneak a name in.
What? All right, I'll take Jokic off. I withdraw Jokic.
A Buzelis.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of NBA players.
I
just think once you get to the NBA and you prove on that level at the NBA, because man, the talent gap is so
But in other words,
huge,
Cooper Flag,
man.
he's great. If you put him on the 68th seed,
if you could run the tournament back when Duke, remember, I think they ended up losing in the Elite 8, or maybe it was the Final 4, but they didn't get to the championship game. But that Duke team from 2 years ago, Cooper Flag ends up going first overall, just with 1 year in the NBA. If you can run that entire tournament back, everything's the same from that day that it started, but it's today's
because
version.
Now you've got NBA experience. You've played against the best 82 games a season.
For sure. I think he's already like infinitely better than he was coming out as a freshman, or he was as a freshman in college. Like, you just have this experience. I mean, you're getting guarded. Think about that. Like, Cooper Flag was getting guarded by the best defenders in the NBA.
Right.
And he was
what about
putting up
Zion?
Crazy points.
What about Zion?
But let's think about what we're saying, fellas. UMBC and Howard were the playing teams.
Right. You're putting them on the 68th best team in college basketball and going up against these Michigan teams that have NBA caliber talent.
Yeah.
That's why I can't get there with Brunson.
No, it'd have to be a physically dominant person. It would have to be Jokic. Solana. It can't be a guard. It got to be a big.
Who's guarding Jalen Brunson? Nobody could in the NBA Finals, and the entire game plan was to stop Jalen Brunson. And the Spurs have quality defenders. They have the best defender in the NBA, and they couldn't stop him. Now you're telling me that Jalen Brunson,
but he's got options on that Knicks team. He has no options on the teams that Crowder's talking about.
You trap Jalen Brunson as soon as he crosses half court line. He has to pass it.
Good luck.
You can't trap Jokic. You can't trap Wemby. You can't trap those guys. They get in the paint, have one of these little whatever European players, throw it up real high. He catches it, and the kids are slapping his elbow.
You can't trap him, though, because he sees the trap coming before the trap is even there. And the second you trap him, he gets rid of the ball. They bring it up the floor. They set 2 screens. Now he's got the ball at the top of the key. They send the help defender. Guess what he's doing? He's going around. They're setting another screen.
I want to ask this of Jim Larinaga, but he doesn't come on the show anymore. What happened while I was gone? You scared him off?
Yeah, well, he didn't like my question about Bam and Giannis already being a better duo than Magic and Kareem.
I get a text while I'm in Europe from Coach Larinaga, and it goes, yeah, so I'm not coming on anymore this summer. I'll talk to you during basketball season. I go, well, what happened? What did Solana say to you that scared you away from the show? I want him to come on tomorrow. What did you say to him?
We didn't say anything. I feel like he believes that basketball season's over, so you guys don't need me anymore. But I was adamant on the air because he said it. He's like, yeah, I guess this will be my last time on with you guys until basketball's back. I said, Coach, we want you back every week.
I'm going to have to intervene here. I don't know what you guys did.
Solana upset him.
Well, no, if anybody upset him, it's you diminishing analytics and talking about how none of that stuff matters. Just throwing it out there.
I think Gelby upset him too. Gelby might have upset him too.
Well, wait a second. Crowder is anti-analytics, but for pulling Yuri Perez after 7 perfect innings. Which side are you on?
I don't believe in PERs and plus minuses.
Analytics. Somebody puts on the text, this is funny. If you put Tyler Hero on the 68th seed, they immediately become the 69th best team.
Tyler Hero would average 50 points. 50 points a game.
But he couldn't take the 68th seed.
100%.
It's loaded with Slappy McDougalls.
Doesn't matter.
It does matter.
Doesn't matter. They can't stop him. He'll drop 40 points.
You're telling me against that Michigan team with no help, Tyler Hero beats them and every other team that he faces?
100%. Because you're thinking of Tyler Hero. You're thinking of Tyler Hero, the player. Like, I'd argue a player
you're thinking of these Michigan teams as being equal to these 68th seeds.
I'm not.
Solana, we're talking about Furman, North Dakota State, CA Baptist, Siena. Like, now I'm looking at the bracket from last year. You got to have a dog. He's going to have to score. If they win by 40, he's going to have to score 40.
Bro, Tyler Hero will score 45 against any of those college basketball teams. I'm telling you, man, the gap between these guys once they're in the NBA and the gap between that and what it is that they're facing with these college basketball teams. I'm not even trying to diminish Michigan or whoever, Houston, but the gap is just massive. Crowder, think about college to the NFL, even the best college football teams.
Mm-hmm.
Guys in the NFL, like regular starters in the NFL, are worlds better.
But it's just
guys.
Such a different sport.
It's a different sport. You can't do the same thing, but I'm just saying in terms of the talent gap between guys in the NFL. Crowder, take you in your 3rd or 4th season, the year you intercepted Tom Brady in 2009.
Yeah.
If you would have started for Florida that year, you would have dominated.
But Tyler wasn't even an All-American in college.
But that's
a lottery pick.
But he at Kentucky, he went
Cares?
14. Analytics, whatever. 14, 5, and 3 at Kentucky. His biggest game was 29 points.
But who cares about that? He was a lottery pick, and he scored 36 points in the Eastern Conference Finals as a rookie.
But you
Then he's
have
an NBA All-Star.
And then he let Darius Garland's little bald head tail shut him down for 4 games in a row.
But think about the guys coming off Furman. These literally are guys you're going to see at the YMCA, right? Just getting in a run. I'm not kidding you.
Yeah.
You're putting Tyler Hero on that YMCA team and saying he's going to beat Michigan.
Yeah.
I think he would.
I don't think so.
No.
I think he would.
They
I think
gotta
those
be a
guys are
big.
so individually talented, and the gap between 12 players on an NBA roster compared to 15 guys on a college basketball roster, even
you're
the best
diminishing like Michigan and
I don't think I am.
Let's go. What was
I
it?
am.
The Boozers. Where were the Duke last year.
Yeah.
You're putting Tyler Hero with the YMCA team to play
with the YMCA crew. Like
Hawk.
there's no chance.
I'm with you, Hawk. No chance.
As long as you got a couple guys who are shooters who can knock down some
You
threes.
don't. You have the Furman team.
But they're going to be wide open, Hawk. They're going to be wide open. There's going to be 3 guys
with
guarding Tyler
Furman
Hero
on their jersey.
And they're going to be knocking down or at least attempting wide open threes because Tyler Hero will get wherever he wants to on the floor. Wherever he wants. Pull-up jumper. He'll have the whole bag working. The whole bag. Because these college defenders, right? But you say that like, oh, just double him. Okay, well, why didn't the NFL just double Randy Moss? Well, because
they tried, but
right.
Tyler Hero's not Randy Moss.
He's not Randy Moss in the NBA. You put him on a college basketball court, he becomes Randy Moss.
Tyler Hero.
Yes.
Jokic is Randy Moss. Wemby is Randy Moss.
1-on-1. I'm with you. 5-on-5, and they're giving you 4 guys.
They can see the game so much different. It slows down for them
Solana.
In a way that college basketball players have never experienced.
I'm with you with Wemby. I'm with you with Jokic. I'm with you with those guys. You're arguing Tyler Hero is on that level. That's crazy. I would take Michael Beasley over Tyler Hero in that situation.
I think anybody that's been an NBA All-Star, like at that level, once you've been an NBA All-Star, I think you can have that type of impact instantly in a game against what we're talking about are amateurs. I'm not saying that in a bad way, but they're not professional athletes. Some of them have the potential to be professional athletes, but the majority do not. And you're talking about guys who, at the professional level in the best league in the world, are averaging 30 points, 25 points per game. And now put them against a bunch of amateur players.
So we just talked about Duke. So the Boozer boy that went high, he's going to see Tyler Hero run down in a Milwaukee Bucks uniform and get scared.
It's not that he's going to get scared, but he's not going to be able, because he hasn't faced it before, to be able to contain a guy like Jalen Brunson or a guy like Tyler Hero.
I think you're off on this one.
Yeah, it's Tyler Hero.
I think size matters most in this scenario. I just do.
I'm not denying like the taller and the more physically imposing, the better.
Just because, I mean, guys like Tyler Hero and Jalen Brunson, they're going to have to hit shot after shot after shot. They have to. And guys that they're playing against can hit shots back. Jokic can go to the basket every single possession and never be stopped.
There's not an individual in college basketball that can stop Wemby if he picks up his dribble inside the 3-point line.
All right, let's do headlines. Anyway, it's a good radio hypothetical. Headlines brought to you by Doral Kia in Miami at a Domino's game. You'll find your abuelito. We need to put up our Jim Larinaga bat signal. Whenever you want a low price, you save with your Pricito. Save now with your Pricito at Doral Kia. What would the Jim Larinaga bat signal be?
Ooh, that's a good question.
What would mine be?
Avocado toast.
Avocado toast. You are correct.
Or coleslaw.
Or coleslaw.
We're learning coleslaw.
Or Coke Zero.
Or Coke Zero. No, I think avocado toast would definitely be it. What would Crowder's be? Crowder's would be boiled peanuts. If you see boiled
I
peanuts
would
in the
love-
sky, you know someone needs Crowder services.
I'm on the
Or-
way.
Imodium.
I do have stomach problems.
Yours would be whey protein.
Whey protein shake.
I'm more of a Pepsi AC guy.
See, Colombia. Ooh, the big save there from the Swedish goalkeeper. Colombia,
Borgy. Oh, no, wait,
Switzerland.
that's Swedish. That's your Switzerland.
What I say?
Switzerland. You said Swedish.
Oh, Swiss. Excuse me. Same thing.
Well, not really.
2 different countries.
Oh, thanks, Jimmy.
Jimmy was laying in wait. Jimmy's bat signal would be a Costco glizzy.
I won't mind it.
Yeah.
Coach Ells would just be a U. He loves Miami. Just
He
be
does
a
love
U.
Yeah. Somebody texts in, put Patrick Mahomes on your FIU football team. What's their record?
Oh, they beat the Hurricanes last year.
What was their record last year? FIU.
No.
7-5, I believe. They made a bowl game. I believe it was 7-5.
8-4.
I was going to say like 6.
Bro, you're crazy. You think Patrick Mahomes
I don't think he
is
had,
the difference between one
win.
victory at the college level against Conference USA
I don't think
competition?
I don't
Who
think
is
those
he
teams
throwing
can get
the
open.
ball to?
Yeah.
They
Who's
have to get
protect-
open.
Who's protecting him?
He would get hurt.
So Lamar Jackson.
He can run.
Yeah, thanks. Thanks, Mel Kiper.
Yeah, he can run. It's different.
Lamar makes a bigger difference at the college level than Patrick.
At the
does.
college level. Yep.
So you what about Tua? I'm not even joking. Tua. You
One
put Tua
win.
Tagovailoa on right now. Tua on a college football team, whatever, Alabama this year.
No, not Alabama.
Not
It's got
Alabama?
to be a lower echelon.
Well, then keep FIU out of this conversation.
I mean, did you think Alabama was a fair jump to after FIU was the hypothetical?
All right, fine. You
No.
put Tua Tagovailoa on FIU last year. FIU that had a transfer quarterback from the second division. I forget what it's called. Crowd.
NAACP.
He was white.
He was in the NAACP. He came over to the NCAA.
This guy transferred from a D2 school and won multiple games for FIU last year. He was the backup, ended up winning the job. You're telling me Tua Tagovailoa plays for FIU last year and what? They have the same record? I mean,
One more win. One more win.
One more win is crazy, man.
I'm not so certain because it's just so much more dependent on those around you. Like there's only so much you can do.
Nobody's open. Nobody's protecting you.
I mean, which is,
Like-
for Tua is the death knell.
but Crowder, wouldn't you say in football, especially, a talented quarterback, you can spot them immediately because you're saying nobody's open, nobody's protecting you, but guys probably are more open than they get the ball because their quarterback just isn't talented enough to get it to them.
Fair.
Yeah.
So I think like Patrick Mahomes, you're right. He's not going to have as much time at that level as he would in the NFL with, 500-pound guys protecting him. Fine, fair. But he probably needs less time against Conference USA level linebackers, pass rushers, cornerbacks, and safeties, and he'll be able to read the defense at a much higher level
Yes.
than anybody who's ever suited up in an FIU helmet. So to me, like that's the difference there. And his timing with those receivers will be 40, 50 times better
You might be onto something there.
than it would have been
I
with the
just
guy who played
know.
for them last year.
Because he's throwing to Tyreek Hill and Jalen Waddle and those type players, even the guys we make fun of. We're talking about the NBA players coming down to college. The NFL receivers are 10 times better than college receivers. Everything is slower. Everything. And then once you see that he has to throw fast routes because the offensive line is not good, they're going to find a duck on the offensive line. They're going to blitz that duck. He's not going to have enough time. They're going to make him roll to his non-dominant side. It's not as easy as you think just to go out there and sling the ball around the field. It's not 7-on-7.
Based on Alabama and then his NFL experience, he's expecting a receiver to be somewhere if he's launching it early, and the FIU receiver is not going to be there.
So I just did that thing in Oregon with the 7-on-7 stuff, and there are guys that look great in 7-on-7, and then you get in real football and it falls off the cliff.
Here's a good one from the text line. How many yards rushing would Derrick Henry have if he was the running back for FIU?
500 a game.
Now
he would. That I'm with.
Now that I'm with.
That I'm with. I think he would rush for 10,000 yards in the season. All right, wrap up headlines because Steven Strom is going to join us.
Yeah, speaking of Strom, the Marlins, they do play tonight. They open up.
You mean your playoff-bound Marlins?
That's right. Well, I mean, they're currently in a playoff position.
Yeah.
Okay. Doesn't mean they're playoff bound.
I mean, if it started today, they are.
Yeah, but it doesn't start today. Yeah, they got the Mariners. 6:40 p.m. is your first pitch. Listen to the game here on FM 104.3 WQAM. Your weather in South Florida right now, 90 degrees. Tonight, the lows, they're going to drop into the upper 70s. That's brought to you by our friends at Tornado Roofing and Contracting. Storm season is coming. Make sure your home is ready. Get your free roof and window estimate today. Visit tornadoroofing.com.
All right, Steven Strom from the Marlins Radio Network going to join us next.
You're listening to the Hawk, Crowder, and Solana Show.
Hamburger.
WQAM.
Oh, you're doing a little Boys of Summer, Jimmy?
Hell yeah.
It's the wrong version.
It's the right version.
The right version is Don Henley, Boys of Summer. This is the Ataris, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Weak. I love that Strom brought the prop.
He got the
Oh, he
prop.
does.
I like the prop.
Every appearance better. Steven Strom is on the Toyota of Hollywood hotline. He's one of the radio voices for your Miami Marlins right here on WQAM. Marlins begin a 6-game homestand tonight at Lone Depot Park. Got the Mariners in town for 3 and then the Guardians for 3. And there should be massive fan support because as we sit here right now, the Marlins are a wild card team. Are you shocked, Steven, at just how good they've been in June, now July, and the fact that they are sitting here in a wild card position?
Yes, I am. I'm shocked. I'm shocked about the 20-6. I'm shocked about how they did it and when they did it. Yes, I am. Now, I thought they were a good team coming into this year. I liked a lot of the pieces, but how they have come together in what was like an influx starting rotation, it's been incredible. And it's no longer a run now, guys. It's no longer, it's been a nice hot team for a couple of weeks. They've been one of the best teams in baseball. If you actually look back last year of June, they've been the 5th best team from a record standpoint back in 2025, starting in that month of June. And they have carried it over. They were 8 games under 500 on May 31st. I mean, this is unheard of what we are experiencing. They're going for win number 50 on the 7th day of July. It took them last year until July 28th to win their 50th game. Yeah, I am shocked, Hawk.
Tom, what's the answer? Well, I know we're getting into the Yuri stuff and the pitching stuff and Clayton McCullough's decisions. But like you said, from May 31st to now, what changed? Because I always talk about bats. I'm a very, my son plays baseball. Hit the damn ball and we'll figure it out from there. I always talk about bats, but everybody else will talk about offense. Like, what happened from May 31st to now?
Well, the offense was definitely a big part, and it was a big part of the 3-game series in Sacramento. We knew that they were going to hit in Colorado and Sacramento. Those 12 home runs they actually had in Sacramento in 3 games is the most in franchise history in a 3-game set. But to answer your question, like what I believe in truly, it's Joe Mack. Like, to me, Joe Mack has changed the complexity of the season. He has caught 16 runners. They're no longer trying to run on him. I use this analogy. I forget whose show I was on, but like think of Rudy Gobert as a center, guys that go to the lane and then pull back out. He leads the league in never minds. Joe Mack is doing that now. Like, people don't want to run on the Marlins, and they were doing that at an insanely high clip. I mean, they went from giving up the most stolen bags in baseball to now having a legitimate arm back there that is also hitting. So I think, like, since Joe Mack has gotten up here, it's a domino effect. He catches runners. Guys on the mound don't worry about it as much. They can throw their breaking balls in the dirt if there's a runner on third. Guys don't have to throw as many pitches. It's a complete domino effect. Quarterback is the most important position in football. I think that, other than the pitcher, having a great defensive catcher is vital to a team's success.
You tweeted a couple weeks ago, I think it was right before, maybe it was last week, right before Otto Lopez got the All-Star nod. You compared his stats to Hanley Ramirez in 2010 when he was an All-Star. I loved Hanley. Absolutely loved Hanley. I have vivid memories of going to pro player with a Hanley Ramirez jersey. Now Otto's a starter, or I'm sorry, he's going to the All-Star game to represent the Fish. Has he kind of separated himself right now as the Fish's best position player this season? Because there were a couple guys last year that we were kind of hoping would carry over that momentum, but it feels like Otto Lopez is that dude right now.
And I didn't get to watch Hanley, obviously, down here in Miami. I wasn't here. I was in New Jersey watching, A-Rod and all those guys. But yes, he has. And this is something that we were told over the offseason by the manager. Clayton McCullough told us he usually gives us a guy to click over the offseason. Actually, last year it was Edward Cabrera who ended up clicking, and this year it was Otto Lopez completely. I mean, the defense that we get every single day at shortstop, him running the bases, it's hard. Like when you look at his baseball savant, this is a good one for you, Hawk, to get advanced analytics so we can really get a baseball in your hands.
All right, I'm ready.
Baseballsavant.com. If you go to Otto Lopez's heat zones, which is showing the plate,
all right,
everything is hot. I mean, I don't even know how he's hitting balls out of the zone. He's hitting balls in the zone. It's hard to pitch to him right now. What is he hitting? Like 330. I mean, it's unbelievable. Let me see here. Otto Lopez, Player of the Week, 346. He's 123 hits. He's 39 multi-hit games. It's July 7th. I mean, it's unheard of. 39 multi-hit games. It's the most since Miguel Cabrera. He already broke the record. So, yes, to answer your question, Otto Lopez has been the best position player, and I don't even know if it's honestly close right now.
I hate his batting stance though.
Why?
It just looks weird. He's all down low and he wiggles the bat high, and his back foot, his front foot
is working for him.
I know it's working for him. I just hate it. I don't enjoy his pre-pitch stance.
I like the fact, though, that if Lori catches me on my phone checking out an internet site late at night, I can say, well, I'm checking out a heat zone. Looking for heat zones here. Let's see where that leads. All right, let's bring the heat here. So let's talk about the decision to pull Yuri after 7 perfect innings on Sunday.
Why didn't we just start with this? We knew this is where you wanted to go, you media jackals.
So
come on.
Clayton McCullough has explained his decision-making. And we all understand it, by the way. I do understand it. I even said yesterday on the show, had Yuri been pitching a no-hitter, I'd have been all for pulling him. Because a no-hitter, while special, is not as special as a perfect game. I totally disagree with Clayton McCullough stealing an opportunity from someone that they will probably never see again in their career. So I'll ask you, and I know you and I have texted about it. I know that you ultimately agree with the decision to pull him. Were you shocked, though, when you saw at the end of the 7th that he really wasn't going to be back out there?
No, I wasn't shocked.
You're a liar.
Again, like Yuri. So it's funny. I'll get to the question in a second. But 2 weeks ago, we had a chance to watch Sandy break the all-time franchise lead in strikeouts, and in the dugout was 23-year-old Yuri Perez, who is next to Sandy with his locker, who has followed in his footsteps. And looking at Yuri taking that moment was kind of like, you're going to break all of those records. Like that is going to be, you should be the strikeout leader. You should be the innings pitch leader. You should be the game started, all that kind of stuff. So I think it's just funny, a week and a half later, we have this big thing. I was not surprised because he's coming off the IL, and for what Clayton said in his post game is 100% true. We need Yuri in the second half. Now, what do we need? If he throws 110 pitches, is he fine? We don't have that. We don't have that answer, but we do have a guy that had Tommy John surgery, that hurt his gracilis, which is on the inside of your thigh. Have fun with that, Hawk.
I'll check that out.
This is someone on Savant. Yeah, check that out on Baseball Savant.
Inside of the thigh, the Grillis.com.
It really comes down to a 23-year-old
Lori,
kid.
I'm sorry. I'm just doing what Steven Strom told me to do on the radio.
Checking out the Grillis.
I knew what I was doing there. But it comes down to Yuri Perez is a prize jewel in this organization. And as much as I know there was a lot of fans, it was actually really surreal being in that environment and listening to that crowd in Sacramento. I'm the first to say that. But the reasoning behind it, it's like, and Clayton said it postgame, like we need him if we want to get to the postseason. Like we need him. He was on a pitch count. We felt good about where he was at. And that's that. Marlins, thank goodness, because this could have gotten way worse. And I know that if the Marlins would have lost that game, we're probably still talking about it. But for me, I love at this point on July 7th that we are having, this is the complaint. Like, oh my God, like Yuri had a perfect game. And I got to be honest with you, like, there's going to be another time where Yuri's going to be in that situation. I don't know if it's going to be the 7th. I don't know. You want to bet?
Yes, there's been 24 perfect games in Major League Baseball history. He will never go into the 7th pitching a perfect game again.
All right,
I love Yuri Perez. And by the way, I wore a Marlins hat yesterday saying I think it's funny that we can have this conversation about a terrible decision and still we can celebrate the Marlins and everything that they're doing. But no,
Rod Allen said he'll take that bet too. He's just screaming.
Tell Rod that I'm in on that one. I asked Rod to come on the show a few weeks ago, and he couldn't come on the show.
He asked you to come on the show. Put on your headset, Rod. I mean, we could put you up real quick.
Jim, hey, Hawk, I got your back, Hawk.
Because we got to hear how a radio voice is supposed to sound right here.
Hey, what's going on, fella?
Look at that. Rod Allen.
You text me very politely, and I very politely answered and said I was traveling that day, which I was.
True.
And get back at me, and I'll be happy to do it.
And did he get back to you, Rod?
Never got back to me.
Oh, he didn't get back?
I was in Europe.
Wow.
Admittedly, I was in Europe, and I was unavoidably detained.
Yeah, Rod, he took 2 weeks off, Rod.
Yeah, anytime you want to talk some baseball, man, I'm around, and I love talking baseball.
But Rod, you can acknowledge Yuri Perez will never have another perfect game going after 7 again in his career.
I watch Verlander pitch every 5th day. I watched Randy Johnson pitch every 5th day when I started my broadcasting career in Arizona. And every time they took the mound, dude, you thought they were going to throw a no-hitter. I'm serious. I'm dead serious.
But Rod,
Yuri, when he gets older, he will fall into that same kind of category. Go ahead and say what you're going to say. Go ahead.
I was going to say, you brought up Verlander and Randy Johnson now. Like that's what we're doing.
Yeah, man, do you not think Yuri at some point in time could end up where those guys are?
I hope so. I'm a Marlins fan, but
man, he can. I've been doing this for 50 years, man. Yuri, he could very easily, if he stays healthy and he plays on a team that wins some games, he could end up right where Verlander and Randy Johnson are. Maybe not the wins, the wins because the game has changed. But stuff-wise, he takes a back seat to very few.
Yeah, and especially here, guys. Like Lone Depots are really pitcher friendly. Again, I get why people were so ticked off. Like that's why I wrote on X. I was like, I get people are ticked off, whatever. But when you look at what the bigger picture here is, and that's getting to the playoffs, and that's ultimately winning a World Series, it's like we can legitimately say without laughing, we need Yuri Perez, and he's going to be an integral part to the starting rotation. And I will say that he will have a situation. I don't know if it's a 5th, 6th, 7th. There will be another time where he is that good, where he can have his A stuff and a team can maybe not be great, and he can get to a 6th or a 7th inning with a perfect game.
First inning, second inning. I mean,
I will say this. This, guys, that those of us that are kind of in the know here with this ball club and kind of watch how they've gone about their business the last number of years, we weren't surprised by what he did on Sunday with Yuri, but the rest of the country was. And I'm sure you guys are in that same category. So you guys aren't alone in thinking the way that you think about a special situation, but it was just different regarding Yuri and this team and the circumstances. I get where you guys are, though.
I was so angry when I realized he was getting pulled after the 7th that I would have fought Rod Allen. That's how angry.
Please let me come when you do that, because I just don't want you to get
how angry I was. And Sunday, I think I could have taken Rod. That's how angry I was.
I'm apologize for him. Bro.
Yeah, please do. He hide behind that microphone.
I'd be hiding behind Crowder is what I'd be hiding behind.
But like the thought, I know the analytics, the pitch counts, all the stuff, the numbers, the everything that people put into it, the doctors saying this and that. But like when you have a moment like that, we talked about it with the Dolphins when Mike McDaniel had a chance to score 73 and he just ran the ball not to do it, where like you see this moment that can happen that's only been done 24 times. Don't you throw all that stuff out the window and just see the moment?
You have an individual player. Football is different. Like you can put in your third string guys and try to get 70 points. Like you can't. Like I guess it would have been cool to pitch a perfect game for a combined perfect game, but like this is an individual. Again, like if he was fully healthy, if he didn't have Tommy John, if he didn't just go off the IL, like yeah, if he didn't, I'd be like, yeah, I'm in your group. But again, like baseball is every day. You need these pitchers, especially what has happened. Like we lost Yuri, we lost Jansen Jung. So again, that's where we stand.
And I will say this too, because I have managed, I mean, not in the big leagues, but I have managed in the lower minor leagues. And one of the things as a manager that you do not want to do, you do not want your pitchers to get hurt on your watch. So you want to do everything that you could possibly do to protect them. And you really can't protect them, but you try to protect them anyway.
There you go, Rod Allen and Steven Strom. We got the Quinella today. That was fun.
I had to force my way in here.
I'll tell you what. No, we'll have you on this week. But I would tell you what. To reiterate what Strom was saying earlier, we can talk about that decision just because it happens to be great content, and to have something to talk about the Marlins coming off that game on Sunday is interesting. But it is July 7th. They are a wild card team.
Mm-hmm.
They are playing the best baseball in Major League Baseball, and they've got a 6-game homestand starting tonight. And by the way, Sunday is Top Gun Hat Day. Marlins have had some of the best giveaways in all of sports, not just baseball. The Flanagan's jersey this season was the most badass Flannies mashup jersey that they've done. The Yacht Rock captain's hat is one of my all-time favorite sports giveaways. But when the Marlins host the Guardians on Sunday, there's a Top Gun hat. If you buy the special Marlins ticket, you get a Top Gun hat. Wow. And it looks really cool. I've seen it. It looks really cool. It's got, look at what look what Strom is wearing right now. Is that a bucket hat? You got a Marlins bucket hat?
It's reversible.
Oh. They do some good stuff. I want that Top Gun hat, though. I may come to the game on Sunday. I want that Top Gun hat.
When are you coming to the booth, boys?
It's a long walk up there.
Oh, come on.
I got bad knees, Stromy. I got bad knees.
The ice cream machine working?
Yeah, it is.
All right, well, then I'll be up there.
It's working.
Gentlemen, we'll be listening tonight. Thank you for your time. We appreciate it.
Thanks for having us, guys.
Appreciate talking to y'all.
I'm going to text you, Rod. You're going to come on this week.
I'm good. Anytime.
All right, Rod Allen joining Steven Strom, and you can listen to the Marlins tonight right here on 104.3 FM WQAM. Marlins and Mariners from Seattle tonight. All right, 5 o'clock hour is next.
You're listening to the Hawk, Crowder, and Solana Show.
There's no crying in baseball.
Here's a World Soccer Championship recap.
Brought to you by Lowe's.
Slowing down in Miami-Dade, eastbound at the Palmetto, Ludlam Road going back to 47th Ave, and westbound at the Dolphins, 17th Ave to 57th. Disabled vehicle in Broward County, 95 going southbound right before Atlantic Boulevard. This report is brought to you by your local Twin Peaks. Twin Peaks is unmatched for every match. With 29 drafts of Michelob Ultra, handcrafted Casamigos margaritas, a scratch-made menu, and screens that put you in the front row every game, it's all going down at the Lodge. Twin Peaks. Eats, drinks, scenic views. I'm Gia, and that's traffic on FM 104.3 WQAM. And you can also listen to WQAM on the Odyssey, iHeartRadio, and TuneIn apps.
So today, Ringo Starr from the Beatles turns 86 years old.
My favorite.
Drummer from the Beatles, and he just announced a tour today. Is 86 today.
What's he touring?
What do you mean?
What's he doing on the tour?
He plays drums. He's got a million hits, a million solo hits. Jimmy's playing a Beatles song there, but Ringo Starr has a million solo hits, but he tours with a band called Ringo Starr's All-Star Band. And it's different band members from bands you would know throughout, but, you know, from the 70s and 80s, like Supertramp or whatever. And they take turns playing different famous songs that they all were part of. And it happens to be a very good tour. 86, though. I know Paul McCartney's been in the news a lot lately. He played a song at Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce's wedding, and I think McCartney's got to be 84 or 85 years old. So they're still doing it. I'd
be happy if I'm alive at 86.
You and me both, but I'll be enjoying that coleslaw if I am. All right, let's get headlines here for the 5 o'clock hour, brought to you by Doral Kia. This Switzerland-Colombia game is scoreless. I'm guessing it's in stoppage time here, or is this the start of the second half?
Second half is underway.
Wow, scoreless. Headlines brought to you by Doral Kia in Miami. At a Domino's game, you'll find your abuelito, and whenever you want a low price, you save with your Pricito. Save now with your Pricito at Doral Kia.
One little update on LeBron James.
I'm assuming Colombia is a big favorite here.
I don't know what the odds were. My guess is, Colombia was probably the favorites, but probably not a big favorite.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna take a look-see.
Not sure what the odds were coming into the game.
Hold on, I got a bet on this. I was in the barbershop this morning.
Colombia, Switzerland. I'm only seeing live odds. I don't know what the original odds were.
I got Argentina to win, Colombia to win, plus 200.
Man, you lucked out on that Argentina bet.
I did.
Let's see. I'm trying to see what
Colombia wins. I win about 600.
There you go.
Colombia to win before the match was plus 130.
Oh, so Switzerland, probably plus 170 or something?
260.
Oh.
So they are pretty big favorites.
All right.
Draw through 90 minutes was plus 200.
Which it is right now.
Yeah. 0-0.
A lot of soccer left to play, though.
Brian Windhorst.
If I cash out now, I get 317 off 300. If I let it ride, I get 900.
Let it ride.
I'm with you, brother.
Brian Windhorst today was on a Cleveland station, the ESPN Cleveland station, and he said, quote, "If you ask me, are the vibes pointing towards Cleveland," in reference to where LeBron James will end up? He says, yeah, the vibes are pointing towards Cleveland, but it's just vibes.
All right.
That's pretty much that's the update on the LeBron front. I don't know if him announcing this decision on the anniversary of the decision in 2010 does anything for you guys. Like, does he feel inclined?
Tomorrow's the anniversary?
Tomorrow, July 8th, 2010 was the day of the decision. On July 7th, 2010, Dwayne Wade and Chris Bosh went on PTI with Michael Wilbon.
I remember that.
And announced together that they were coming to Miami.
I think that announcing he's going to Cleveland tomorrow is somewhat poetic in his mind, which would be righting a wrong. Like, I think that's one of the things he regrets the most, is doing that live in Cleveland at a Boys and Girls Club, no matter how much money it raised, leaving the city that loved him in the fashion in which he did, and the spectacle itself of Jim Gray not asking the question for so long and whatever. There would be some sort of poetic closure,
yes,
to him on that day announcing that he's going back to Cleveland, even though he's already gone back to Cleveland.
Oh, I love you. Are a wordsmith. Poetic is the word. I've been trying to find that word the whole time LeBron said he wasn't going back to LA. I kept calling it the bookends. gets drafted to Cleveland, a kid from Cleveland, leaves Cleveland, does his college years, as he said in his words, then goes back to Cleveland, wins a championship, leaves to LA, and then ends his career in Cleveland. It's a closure. It's a poetic closure to his entire career to go back to Cleveland.
Or on the anniversary of the decision, he makes the same decision again 16 years later.
Doubles down.
To take his talents to South Beach.
Sometimes you just got to double down no matter,
Solana, you have to see the poetic angle of this.
Nobody's arguing otherwise. It's obvious. Yes, the golden boy returned home. Yeah, like that's obvious. But I still think top of his priority is going to be winning. On top of ending his career, because he could go back and play for Cleveland. We're assuming he's playing one more year. I don't think he's playing one more year. I think LeBron can still play 2 or 3 more seasons.
I am of the belief that he could do a farewell season in Miami and then a farewell season in Cleveland. I don't think that's out of the realm of possibility.
He could play a season. Doesn't even have to be Miami, just not Cleveland this year.
No, but if you talk about Crowder's bookends, what a way to bookend the career with one final stop in Miami where he became a champion and then one final stop in Cleveland where it all began.
Better chance of winning the championship this year, Cleveland or Miami?
Miami by a mile.
Miami, it's not even close.
Well, Donovan Mitchell just signed a long extension.
And would they have to get rid of one of the big trees to bring LeBron in? Mobley or Allen?
Well, not if LeBron's genuinely willing to play for the minimum.
Right.
Then no. That just sounds ridiculous and silly. But if he really is content with playing for way under his value because happiness and fit is top of his priority, then no.
He literally doesn't need money. I mean, that guy has...
Yeah.
But pride takes over at some point for a guy of that caliber. Hawk. Michael Jordan never played for the minimum.
No, it happened with Dwayne Wade. It literally, we watched it happen with Dwayne Wade.
Like at some point, LeBron has to say, no, you guys make space for me to pay me at the very least a fair rate.
Well, that was Dwayne Wade's point. Like, wait a second. I'm going to make less than Hassan Whiteside? I'm going to make less again than someone else on this team? No.
I won't give out numbers from my friends, but what the Jets offered Jason Taylor was a crazy amount more than what the Dolphins offered when we went to the Jets. Like you have to understand your value type thing, but it's crazy with LeBron. He's a billionaire.
LeBron's a billionaire. And
does he need, if it's 10 million or 20 million, does he need $10 more million?
No, he's an economic engine. He can make millions upon millions for the rest of his life. Jason Taylor didn't know. Jason Taylor was trying to get all his money together, thought he'd be the next action star. It didn't turn out, but honestly, LeBron's an economy.
Yes.
And I also think JT felt wronged by the Dolphins the same way maybe Dwayne Wade felt wronged by the Miami Heat.
He got lowballed by Bill Parcells. I remember the story.
Yeah. No, when JT told us the numbers, we were like, damn, bro, you going to go there? 1 for this or 2 for this. Damn, bro. Yeah, go to New York, man.
Yeah.
Good luck. Yeah, hell, go get that bread.
You mentioned Donovan Mitchell, by the way. He signed this 4-year, $273 million max extension that includes a player option. But had he waited 1 more year, he could have next summer added an additional 5th year to that contract that would have been worth $80 million. This dude's going to be making $70 million per season, and he gave up $80 million guaranteed by signing it now rather than next summer.
Bird in the hand, 2 in the bush.
2 in the bush. I don't know where that bird gonna fly.
So you think LeBron James would feel comfortable playing in Cleveland where Donovan Mitchell is making $70 million?
I don't think LeBron's greatness is measured in salary. He's so far beyond that.
He makes more money than 90% of the guys' salaries on investments.
Yeah. I mean, he literally, it's like he's just in such a different stratosphere.
I used to wait for my direct deposit to hit. LeBron is not worried about his direct deposit.
Mm-mm.
I have this feeling, man, after seeing Giannis Antetokounmpo on the stream with, what'd you call him, Neo?
Yeah, Neo.
Get punked. They tricked him into thinking he had signed with Cleveland. His reaction to that, which was like, wait, what? I don't know. There's something telling me it's Miami. There's something telling me it's Miami.
I could see it.
I think it's been Cleveland or Miami the whole time, by the way. I think all these other teams
I agree. I agree.
this whole
Unless
time
Golden
now.
State was able to get AD.
Agreed.
Why does he want to play with AD so bad? Goodness.
He knows that they need a little bit more than Steph. He wants to play with Steph. And I think AD would have been the piece that made him say, okay, I'll do this.
Yeah.
All right. Other headlines. The Marlins do play tonight, 6:40 p.m. against the Mariners. That's your first pitch. Listen to the game here on FM 104.3 WQAM. And just to close out the show one final time, USA eliminated yesterday. Truly was, Colombia almost scored. Truly was just a humiliating way to go out for the
disastrous
US
finish
men's
in
national
the World
team.
Cup.
Yep. All right, guys. Your weather in South Florida right now, it is 89 degrees. Tonight, the lows are going to drop into the upper 70s, a little cloudy and humid in South Florida. That weather report is brought to you by Tornado Roofing and Contracting, replacing roofs, roof repairs, maintenance, and hurricane impact windows and doors. Visit tornadoroofing.com.
I think it'd be funny if LeBron just did something out of the spectrum of thought, goes to Sacramento.
He won't do it. But I will say, speaking about soccer, I don't give Solana a lot of credit because he wore a helmet in middle school during class. But I heard him with Joe Rose today, and he was explaining why American soccer is never going to be on the level of European and South American soccer, and it made perfect sense to me, Solana. So if you really want to hear something, what is it, the Odyssey app or YouTube, whatever it is, it made a lot of sense why we will never catch up with Europe or South America.
Yeah, you guys are underutilizing me, man, because I got takes for days.
I don't even believe Crowder. I don't believe Crowder what he's saying. I don't think he's made
Hawk, this is why I hate to give him credit, because this is his response to me giving him his flowers.
We'll talk some Heat basketball with Ira Winderman next. I want to tell you about my good friends in the amazing award-winning team at Doral Kia. Whenever you want a low price, you always pay less with your Pricito at Doral Kia. Take advantage of your Pricito all month long on popular new Kia models like a Sportage, Sorento, Telluride, K5, Soul, and more. Don't wait. Hurry to Doral Kia today. Don't miss your chance to save on a new Kia. And Mitchell, the Kia boss, and his entire staff, they're soccer crazy right now, but his entire staff, they'll take great care of you just like they took great care of us when we bought our son a Kia K4 at Doral Kia. Easy financing, fast service, and the best value for your money. You always pay less with your Pricito at Doral Kia. You can go visit them at the dealership or start shopping for that Pricito right now at DoralKia.com.
You're listening to the Hawk, Crowder, and Solana Show.
My prostate's the size of a bagel.
Coming